you want to pop us off, Riddler?
Boy, lift your head, motherfucker. Lift your head.
Dude,
You see that motherfucker ain't even there.
Well, damn, what the fuck?
That's because I'm concentrating on something right now. You know what it is. Y'all got me up here being racist in this call and shit. No, what?
Man,
Oh,
shut
wait.
your ass up, bro.
My bad. Here, let me put on my white voice. Hi guys, it's Disbearity here. How you guys doing? Welcome on to the All Out podcast. We're just here, back with season 3. I want to say that I just love you all. I really, really do. You guys are the bestest guys of all. Like cupcakes, ice cream, sugar, and everything. Y'all are great. Honestly. No, but real talk though. Real talk. That was my interview. White voice.
What?
That's
Brother,
what we all.
Knock that shit off. I gotta look over my glasses.
Man,
But yeah, so today, we're coming back with season 3. We don't have any necessary topics today, but we're just basically coming on through talking about certain things, talking about what's been going on between the breaks and stuff. We got a new person that's here. If you guys have noticed, we got Mr. Anansi here at the top over here. He is looking to be a host on the podcast, so we want to see what does he think about it? What does he like about it? Have a conversation. He recently got canceled on Twitter, so we're gonna break out his cancellation.
Look like it didn't hold.
It's whatever,
Oh shit.
yeah,
Okay.
the bitch is upset. She don't want to hear man out. So I'm like, it is what it is. Fuck her. I said what I said. What happened. It is what it is. If you don't want to hear me out, I don't. Why should I hear you out? It's fuck it.
Facts. As you got.
that's what I'm-
Oh, go ahead.
Let me just say this.
Wait a minute.
I feel very respected and honored to be on this podcast, of being a fan, of the podcast since season 1.
Buddy, hold up.
And Disbearity was like, hey, you know what? Let's shoot the shits and see what's cracking and what you
Never
can do. And I'm like, all right,
agree
let me shoot my shit.
And
There you go.
And as y'all both know, Shagsworth and Nuggy Nug respectfully left the podcast because if you guys don't know, each season of the podcast, even though I created the podcast each season, we usually like to let people get the idea if they want to leave the podcast. Not bad or anything. It's just that they want to go their own separate way. They can go their own separate ways. So even myself, that's if the podcast can ever carry on without me. But that's what it is. So every podcast, whenever some old newbers leave, we got some new people coming on through. So that's pretty much what what's been going on here. We have another friend of ours who was supposed to be here today, but she currently has surgery, so she will not be attending. But hopefully she'll be attending next time. So that's what I said. We got Anansi here. So Anansi, would you like while you're here? I know you were talking just a second ago. Can you give us a small description about yourself, who you are today?
I'm just your friendly neighborhood British person who likes to just chat shit on the internet, bust a lot of balls, and just get shit cracking. And people don't like me, I just get banned, and I tell them go fuck themselves and stop caring about shit. So is what it is.
Absolutely.
I know you said that's love me already.
We might be having one more. We might be having one more coming, fellas.
That's cool.
Okay.
Man, look, I'm gonna put it this way. First of all,
Lito, you mean me doing this? That's just how that's how the chair is, man.
He just chilling.
I have a recliner for a gamer chair, bro. It's literally a gamer chair that's a recliner and a vibrator and a massager. Literally.
My chair can recline too, but I'm fat as shit. So if I recline it, it's just gonna break.
No. I know what he's talking about. No, that was when I first moved here. I know what podcast. He's talking about that podcast when I first moved into this house. And y'all know I didn't have this chair yet, and I was laying down just to be on the podcast. That's what he's talking about.
Yeah, but
and so I know that some of y'all know who we are, but let's go ahead and give out some quick introductions to ourselves here. As you guys know, as y'all know who I am, I'm Disbearity, Big Bear Man. I'm a YouTuber, live streamer, graphic artist. If y'all need graphic work, hit me up. But still, political wise, I'm a central kind of person. I look at things at both sides. I basically look at things at common sense. But I recently kind of technically became apolitical, where I don't talk really much political things at all. But I mostly do like a lot of gaming things. So you guys like the game and chat and stuff about video games or whatever. Hit me up. That's who I am. Any of you guys can go next if y'all want to.
All right, I'm going ahead and start it. I'm going ahead and go next if you don't mind.
Go ahead, Aki.
So, for those who don't know my magnificent black ass, my name is Akitak Uzu. I am a music producer with 12 years of experience and content creator that has been content creator for like over 4 years. And actually, not think about it, I have been a content creator for 5 years actually. Ever since past February. I just decided not to celebrate because first of all, it's got a left a bitter taste in my mouth because it was on Twitch, but I might make up for something in another event. So stay tuned for details. Now, but I'm also make beats. I'm all about beats and games. So my content revolves around music and gaming. So if you want to see me cook up some beats and flip something it is, hey, come on through. Hey, I could just about sample almost anything. Even someone's grandmother snores. So yeah.
I got these fellas making my theme songs. Just saying. I got these fellas making my theme songs. Just saying.
That is true. That is indeed true. Can confirm.
I'm gonna have Sonic Buster make me a whole song. I want her to sing me a song.
Cause but speaking on what Doc really was talking about, go to my YouTube channel, Voice of the Voiceless. It really was a Dragon Age Inquisition remix, opening theme remix.
Yup, cause that beat goes so fucking hard.
It's so long since I played Inquisition.
Yeah, Dragon Age Inquisition. I sampled the opening theme of that.
Yeah, it takes a minute.
I love that theme song. That shit gets you ready.
Indeed,
that theme song can literally get you ready to fight or get you ready in the bedroom. Guaranteed. Get your ass ready. Get your ass revved up and ready to go. Like, let's go.
But what about for people like? What about people for like Waffle though? Because Waffle,
stroking with emotion.
Waffle has Berserker. He will be perfectly fine.
Okay, I was just making sure. I had to. We had to keep.
For God's sake,
I'm
paid
$750
for a Berserk statue. I have a thing for Berserk.
Oh yeah, I see you back there too.
I'm looking out for you, Waffle. I got you, dog.
Your goddamn G Fuel Tower or whatever. Goddamn, bro.
I'm trying to get that sponsorship early, bro.
Waffles are those canisters? Are they all full, or are they been used out of already?
I think I only have one that's like unopened. Yeah, I only got one. I do drink all of them though.
Hey, that's
but like recently, this fucking shiny splash has just been my favorite lately.
Shiny splash.
Blueberry lemonade. It's just they did something right there.
I have yet to see the appeal. I know people. I know somebody else that has a mountain of G Fuel too, and I'm like,
Okay. So this is the funny thing. All right, so a few years ago, I thought the same thing. I thought it was just some placebo bullshit, and then I started trying. It wasn't G Fuel initially. It was Razor's own thing called Respawn, because I had bought some Razor shit because I'm a Razor whore, and they sent me like little test packets, and I'm like, fuck it, I'll try it, and I'll be damned, that shit actually works. My focus and my ADD just kind of went. It helps.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird, but it helps. And so I just
right. Hey, Bubs,
had an
I
addiction.
see. Bubs, he's trying to get that sponsorship. I hope he gets it. I hope he does.
One day.
I want to see what happens.
One day I'll have my own. I'll have my own shaker cup, and I'll have my own shaker cup, and I'll have my own flavor.
Oh
Hey.
Lord, it's the freedom, the freedom flavor. Smells like
Waffles
like
gunpowder.
yeah, I was about to say
Smells
I was about to
like
mention
Teen
something about gunpowder.
Spirit.
That too. Smell like Teen Spirit and smells like Teen Spirit and gunpowder.
Nah,
Oh
could
man.
see a magazine just waffle like with like some just big booty chicks and just like yo, like just with gunpowder, like what the man, like yeah, get my G feel.
Hell no. I don't know. I mean,
Drag
the big
on,
booty
you could
chicks
try
might
out
be
for
the
Manscaped.
big.
Oh,
Hey,
dude, I'd go for Manscaped sponsorship.
Hey,
Oh damn, who
Manscaped.
wouldn't want a Manscaped sponsorship? I heard they pay good.
I would
Manscaped.
like to try it.
Shit,
All right,
just
I've heard about them.
All right, question: who would go for the Shadow Legends sponsorship?
if they
I
pay
mean,
you well
man,
enough,
they
fuck
can
Damn,
yeah.
I don't
on everybody,
stream,
bro.
but damn, if I
Hey,
streamed,
but
I
for
would take it.
10,000 though, I'll play that shit. I'll
Hey,
be
yeah,
like,
I'll try it.
I'll tell you
I'll
on the
try
real.
it.
I'll tell you on the real, like y'all, this game it's kind of shitty, but for we're gonna
Hey,
fake
I
this.
ain't gonna say that.
We're gonna fake these couple days out though. Okay.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with it. If it, I like I said, I'm gonna try. I'll try it. I'll give my honest opinion. I'm like, look, if that 10K gives me, lets me give my honest opinion on the shit, then hey, I'll be like, all right, cool. Go ahead. I'll go for it. I'll try.
Hey,
it.
look. All I'm saying is, ain't nobody tipping me 10 grand.
Uh,
Raid Shadow Legends, give me 10. Hey, I'll say anything.
Yeah,
all right,
yeah,
what
like,
you need? What you best game ever? Game of the year? Every
It
year?
is the best
What?
mobile game I've ever played in my entire life. God damn it!
I can even play it on my potato and
I
just pull
can
out a
play it
potato.
on my potato.
Bro,
On my
man,
potato.
hey, hold on, man. I know, bro. Oh my goodness. Waffles, you
Aki,
gonna make me
use your language.
what's your fan?
Damn.
Let that man talk.
Brain you
Fuck
have.
out here.
And also, Waffles, don't be laughing now with your goddamn wannabe Click Eastwood looking ass on, bro. What's up, man?
Oh no, not the Clint
Yo.
Eastwood.
Hey,
What
I'll
is
take
wrong
it.
with you,
I'll
Aki?
take it.
Aki, what is
You
Yeah,
saying
what is
that like
what?
there's something wrong with Clint
Snap
Eastwood?
You know what? You know what's funny about Clint Eastwood? He's always had that same role for years, like the same
I
role,
know,
the
right?
same face, the same role, the same. What are you kids doing on my lawn? You know that was little squinty face, like he can see for shit.
I know
And
a
it
dude
always looks
like
like he
that
can
in
never
real
see.
life.
Like he can, like he always try to look you up and down. Like that thing when you try to read something or that thing that you see something that's so stupid. He's got that, you know how people have that resting bitch face. He has
Yeah.
that resting stupid look face. That's what that's what he got. The fucker, how do you look like that the entire
It's not
time,
resting
bro?
stupid face. That's just resting. I'm not gonna shoot you today face.
Yeah, no.
And then
That's how
and
most
then,
kids.
the only difference between any of his roles is whether he has a cigar in his mouth or not.
Cigar is wrong. Oh,
You know,
Tell
I,
you,
I wanna,
it's-
I wanna,
You're
I
not
wanna
wrong
see a
there, man. You're not
reboot of the
wrong.
Dirty Harry movies, but instead of a 44, he goes balls out and uses a Smith and Wesson 500.
hell no.
Yeah.
Y'all wildin',
I
man.
mean, he's got to change that famous line a bit, but I fire 4 shots or 5. I lost count and my wrist is busted in half right now.
So, me and Anansi and Waffles talk about this for everybody joined in. How do y'all feel about people finally realizing that people of color is another word for colored people? How do y'all feel about that? You know how long it took them to realize this? You know, doesn't it feel great?
I feel like
Look at really.
Thank you, Riddler.
This answers my question.
Riddler just got up and he has left the
And
building.
Riddler,
You're
remind
welcome,
me
there,
to
bro.
pay
He is
you
gone.
to do that for me. So anytime I'm on Twitter, yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm just texting it now. Like, yeah.
I'm over this shit, bro. Like we told niggas what the. I'm like I said, I'm just gotten to the point where I'm just tired of this shit, bro. Like honestly,
Yeah.
when it comes down to it's the same people. I'm telling you, I can damn near pinpoint I've sit back and I've watched this shit every single time. All I can tell you, pretty much,
That's how I felt about it.
it's always the same exact peoples. I guarantee you, if it's not the same exact people, it's the people in the same group.
Yep.
I guarantee you, you don't have to go far. It's the same group of people, the same circle of people doing the same stupid shit, and then they wondering why they keep getting stuck in this fucking hellhole. I'm tired of them. I don't even associate with these niggas. Like I'm gonna start. Like I stopped following. There's certain people that I stopped like visiting their streams because they want to be on some fuck shit. And if you want to hang with fuck shit, that's a you problem.
Facts.
Yeah.
Like
Facts.
I can't do it. Like I don't understand. Like at this point, like you can't be that stupid. Like it's 2022, and you are still thinking that white people have power over you. And when you're out here, you literally like it's not at this point. I just want to sit up here and say it's not hard. I don't want to hear nothing about how hard it is for us as black people because it's not. You have OBS, you have OBS, you have the other streaming service like we do. Okay, you have StreamYard like we do. You can use Restream like we do. You hit the go live button at the same fucking time. It doesn't fucking matter. You do your shit and cut the shit out. Get the victim mentality out. I'm tired of hearing of it. I'm tired of hearing how you sit up here and let these trolls fucking bother you to the point and try to let them use you as an example. And oh, you want to sit up here and blame Twitch, and you wonder why Twitch ain't answering your dumbasses because it's the tools are right there. You don't want to use them. You want to sit up here and say, well, the tools don't work, and you ain't never used the tools a day in your fucking life.
Twitch gave y'all motherfucker. They gave y'all phone verification already, bro. They gave y'all everything.
They
Okay.
gave y'all everything. They gave y'all everything but the kitchen sink.
Let me tell y'all, bills.
No. Can I go ahead and say? Can y'all do this one thing, right? So all I gotta say is this: when I say weak ass, you say bitch. Weak ass.
Bitch. We can thank you. We can thank you.
That's all they is, bro. They weak ass, bitch ass motherfuckers. And I'm gonna say it like this. Also, shout out to Bitch Cheese when they're gonna talk about companies and stuff and pretty much.
Yeah, he
Hey,
already he started that today. Oh shit.
What he needs to do is wait till
What he needs to do is shut the fuck up. That's what he kind of needs to go ahead and do. Pretty much.
That too.
Bro. Half the people he be boosting up trying to go ahead raise up and shit, be on some toxic ass bitch ass shit, on some fuck ass shit, bro. Man, half of these motherfuckers are some beta cuck ass motherfuckers, man. Fuck them.
You know what? Like I said,
you leave Will Smith alone.
Oh, Will Smith.
Yeah.
No, Waffle, don't bring that back, please. I'm trying to get rid of that. I went in with that one.
Sorry, are you as traumatized as Amy Schumer was?
No, I'm not traumatized as Amy Schumer. I swear, Amy Schumer lost a ton of weight. She should feel good. Like, fuck, how you traumatized? You lost so much weight. Shit.
No, she went high. She traumatized.
Like this.
What the fuck? She traumatized for? How is she traumatized?
Man, hey, look at this way, bro. Hey, look at this way. Looks like we know at least she's not one that's always backpedals on her diet. If you know, you know.
Stop it.
Don't fat shame now. No, I'm joking. I can do that. I'm skinny now.
Hey,
I lost
LT,
100 pounds
you know
last
what
year,
I'm talking about, right?
I know you talking about. I'm just like, wait till he find out that he's sitting there talking about these companies. Oh, well, these companies. What did he say? Disparity. Something about the companies. These companies are promoting toxic people. I'm like, well, wait a minute, ain't you promoting toxic people too? The people that he's promoted, toxic.
See, y'all don't want to. They don't want to talk about that. I keep trying to tell y'all that, man.
Well, they gonna have to hear about it. I don't give a fuck. I don't care whether you want to talk about it or not, because until you do. And this is the problem with these niggas. Until they do, we're gonna keep going in circles, round and around until we figure out. It's like fucking grade school. You're not gonna pass the class. If you don't pass this test, you're gonna keep repeating the grade until you figure out how to pass the damn test. That is a problem with these niggas.
Which is fine.
That part, I was gonna say, don't you motherfuckers believe No Child Left Behind? I've been like, fuck that.
No,
but
I'm going on to the 10th grade. You niggas can stay there. I'm still going like, fuck y'all.
Here's my thing though, fellas.
Yeah, go ahead.
I get all that, I understand that, and all of that is very true. Until y'all start taking this shit directly to the people involved, which LG I can say you have. With what's her face? I can't think of a name right now.
Oh, I know you. Record Raven. Oh yeah, the post I talked.
Yeah. Until y'all start calling out these people's behavior, bro.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody gonna sit there and do it. Ain't nobody gonna sit there and hear you. Ain't nobody gonna sit there and do anything, bro. That's all I'm saying.
I just want to, and I just want to know. I still want to know if what Record Raven.
I call which I did because I called him out on his bullshit. Call bitch, he's on his bullshit. I didn't give a fuck. I just want to know.
I just want to know.
I got Anna for his ass, and it's for the free 99.
I just want to know. This is just me. Since Record Raven got partnered, okay, is Twitch doing better? That's what I want to know. Is Twitch? Are you holding Twitch to making sure they do better? Are you, since you're on the inside, doing what you're supposed? Are you doing what you're supposed to do? Because I'm just saying, from what I'm seeing, it's been quiet since you've been partnered. You did all that loud talking, and like I said, they do this all the time. They do all this loud talking on these social media sites. They get everything to play in their favor, and then when they get something that goes their way, they're quiet. Yeah. So it's like, you know what is? I just want to know what the fuck is. We need a role plan. So if you were that, all I'm saying is keep that same energy. You were loud on Twitter before you got partnered. Now all of a sudden you get partnered and you get quiet. Now if there are certain things you got to keep quiet, you better say something, because if you don't, I'm thinking that you fake, you fraud, and I ain't too far off. We looking at a lot of these people. Fake frauds. I don't care about your numbers. Like, I don't care about you working with T-Pain or, and I'm happy for people. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm happy for people and their achievements. I'm happy that Record Raven got partnered. I'm happy that, people are, working with those. It's inspiring. That's great. I don't want anybody to think that I'm hating on their achievements. That's not the case. But you did all this talking to get to that point, and then all of a sudden you just nowhere to be found. Yeah, you choired it in the church mouse on. You choired it in the church mouse on Sunday service. Like, fuck that shit, bro. Get the. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm done. I'm done playing.
I smoke these motherfuckers like a blunt. Where it's like in my videos.
My whole inclination with this situation is that if you don't want to, like, if Twitch is so racist and Twitch is so doesn't want to make people quote unquote of color be seen, why hell stream on it, right? That's my whole point of it. Why give biddies? Why sub? Why do all this? Oh, we should have our own black spaces and whatnot. If you want our own black spaces, why don't you use them? They're there because I know people have made their own streaming sites. It's just the fact is, you like to call us guys coons and stuff like that. But I'm not running back to massive. Someone's calling me a nigga straight up and going, "Oh yeah, we don't want you here." Shit, I'm gone. Fuck.
I mean, it's what I've always been saying. People, I know that like you can stream whatever platform you want. It's that these people, they keep Twitch as the end all be all, where they think, well, I got my community on here, I got my monies on here, but I'm gonna sit here and complain about this platform until something gets done, and then when it gets done, they still complain about something that got to get done. Like with the whole hate race situation, let me tell y'all something. You got 50,000 tools to stop the hate race. Okay, you got sub only mode, you got emo only mode, you got phone verification, you got all that kind of shit. Okay, what more do you need? But here's the thing, they don't want to do it though because because as y'all know, these and this is in reality here.
This isn't work.
This is in reality here, where the past 5 years, every motherfucker in the world's been getting sensitive because they want to talk about their pronouns and other shit. They don't want to get cussed. That you got to walk on eggshells for people. That's what it comes down to. People don't know how to. This is the internet. You got to know that people are going to harass. They're gonna get on your last nerves. You got to know that these niggas they ain't about that in real life. Because in real life, what's gonna happen? They're gonna get knocked the fuck out. So that
I keep telling y'all, man, these motherfuckers, too many motherfuckers in this landscape, bruh, who are not used to actual hardship, and it's too many of them who have not been punched in the face before.
Not even. I wouldn't even say punch in the face. I would say like.
No, bro, they have not been punched in the face.
I would take it. I would make it simpler though. I'll make it simpler. Not even punch in the face. Approached. Like confrontational wise, like there's niggas that ain't. You could tell niggas ain't even been in the confrontation at all.
No,
like you not even get to the point where it gets punched. Like I'm talking to the point where it's about to get punched in the face. Like where the emotions are running high. Like stuff like these niggas ain't never been through that shit like in real life. Like
Bruh,
I can tell you, I done been through that shit. That shit ain't. I get it. I get it that a lot of us in here are not confrontational. I feel it. There's nothing wrong with that. But at the end of the day, it's like, bro, I'm getting like when you get tired of shit, you get tired of shit. And I'm like, bro, I'm over this shit, bro. Like some of y'all just need to stop talking. If you're not about streaming, okay. If you're not about entertainment, okay, or playing your little games. You know what I'm saying? At least learn how to fucking play the goddamn game. Okay, stop trying to fake activism. Fuck that shit and play the fucking game. I'm not here. If I wanted to watch something about fucking politics, I'll go watch CNN, C-SPAN, fucking
Wait, CNN.
If I wanted to, if I
CNN,
watch
Fox
news,
Let 'em go,
whatever
let 'em
the
go.
fuck, whatever mainstream bullshit. If I want to watch news, if I want to be force fed some propaganda, I will go CNN, Fox News. I will go anywhere else. I will go to C-SPAN 1, 2, and 3. Okay.
You want the other end of that? You just always go to Fox News.
Yeah. Or else go for Reddit or 4chan for like the most
Listen.
edgiest news you need.
Leave
Everyone
politics out
remember
of
that
fucking
era.
anime.
Politics alone.
What
4chan,
Yumi
we know.
Max said. Leave politics out of fucking anime.
That is true.
Exactly.
Listen, fellas.
That's
and
something I
ladies.
get
I
behind.
gotta make that Yumi. I gotta make this clear, right? Fucking anime is called hentai. That's what.
Hey, really got something to say. Really got
I'm
something to
sorry.
say though. Really got something to say.
Okay, hold on. Did you hold on? It's sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but this is some shit I gotta fucking say because it left me cracking up. Did y'all happen to see the TikTok recently for the recent anime Spy X Family?
Yes.
No.
No.
Yep, I heard
So-
about it. Yeah.
I've read the manga. The manga's pretty solid.
Okay, so, by the way, it's a fucking it's such a cool and just adorable anime. And so this dumbass he takes a TikTok video of the scene where a father is celebrating that his daughter passed, like a
lifts
school
her, it lifts her up in the air,
exam.
right?
Yeah,
And lifts her up in the air. Yeah.
yeah. And
It-
then
it- it-
motherfucker goes,
exhibition.
was like, I
Didn't
hate
see
it
that.
when they say when they like when they like sexually explicit like this child, and everyone's going,
Yeah, I was like, where's that at? I didn't see
Okay.
that.
So
and, and the
That's a meme. I gotta
motherfucker
share a meme
circled
with
like, no,
y'all.
like, no, this is satire. The motherfucker doubled down.
Oh yeah,
He
before you like,
doubled down,
If-
and
if-
now he's going back and saying, "Oh, it was a joke." No, no, we all
Yeah,
know
they
what
know
that
much.
means.
before
Yeah,
anybody
I
speaks,
Hey,
really got something to say.
Go ahead, Rilla. Go ahead, Rilla.
All right, check this out. And this is why I've been trying to
Yeah, that's what it is.
change
That's what
my
it fucking is.
algorithm up and everything else. Look here,
Yeah.
y'all. The problem is that, man, at the end of the day, long as these people got a follow account and everything else full of people
Yeah.
who are gonna play yes man to them, and nobody's gonna sit there and tell them that, hey, you know what, this, that, and the other might just actually be wrong, and you might actually be wrong. They are gonna continue that same behavior because it works.
Yep.
Nobody
don't
is
wanna-
willing to sit there in their own circles and tell them, hey, you are wrong. This is wrong. That is wrong. That is
Or
wrong.
I don't agree. I don't agree
I
with
don't
this.
agree
that,
with it.
or I don't
Yeah.
understand, or I don't. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I get it. Yeah.
There's
Yes,
too
for
many
sure.
yes men fooling around.
Yeah.
before we move
And-
on, before we
Oh, yeah.
move on from anime thing, I do want to make just like a brief point here. This is a moment, and it all happened so close together that you have to look at people and go, "Wow, you must be really stupid or really just like non-observant." So they looked at the picture of a dad holding up his little girl, going, "You did a great job," and went, "Pedophilia," but looked at teachers teaching kids about how to have sex at 5, 6, 7 years old and went, "Oh, I can't believe that you think that this is pedophilia."
Wait a
So-
minute, wait a minute,
It's
wait a minute,
legit
wait a
pedo-
minute. Wait a minute,
Yes.
wait a minute. So you mean to tell me then make I'm gonna make sure we clear about this now when I
It's
say
three
this.
people.
So if I pick up my daughter and say, hey, good work, Oh, I love you. That means I'm a pedophile now.
Yeah.
Apparently,
That's the standard that I'm getting out of this right now.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they're
That
trying to
sounds
say. And
so
this is the
so
people from
fucking
California.
retarded.
These are the people from California that are mad, still mad at Florida because at the DeSantis from Florida because he passed that bill, the anti-groomer bill. Okay, and they're thinking that it's a don't say gay bill, and they thinking that, oh well, it's like I said, they're trying to put a pedophilia on stuff that's not even pedophilia. You congratulating your daughter or your child or your son is not, and lifting them up because you're happy for them, that's not pedophilia. Okay, it's not. Okay, but yet you want to sit up here and some random kid teaching, or some random person, might as well be a kid because most of them are
Bruh,
younger now
I am
anyway,
so tired of these
teaching
people.
some 5-year-old about sex, bro. Like, why are you so worried about coming out to a group of kids?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Because-
Why do
So
you
now-
feel the necessity to say, hello, children that I am in charge of and supposed to be teaching basic arithmetic, how to read, and
What's-
how to not pick boogers
what's
out
that-
your nose?
What's that word? Because they want to feel. They want to
I'm
feel.
gay. Like,
prefer-
what?
They
And
want
that's
someone
gay.
because people around them aren't acknowledging about their sexuality, so they want it because it's easier to do it in front of to children instead of other people. And that's why I think that's what they're getting at, and it's
Well,
weird.
you
as fuck.
better learn. You better fucking learn, my nigga. Like, I don't give a fuck about how easy it is to come out to kids. The kids don't know fucking better because kids believe
Exactly.
anything, and that's why they're going after these. That's why they're targeting kids. And people are I feel like that fucking part of Cat Williams, dog. When when Cat Williams said, when he was talking about Whitney Houston smoking crack, and it was like Whitney Houston smoked her kneecaps off, and everybody was like saying, "Nuh-uh." That's the same thing that they're saying with these fucking these teachers. Well, these teachers are sitting there literally saying it's okay to teach to be creepy towards your kids. No, it's not. It's not creepy. It's natural. No, it's not. It's not natural to see somebody with some short hair, blue hair. You know what I'm saying? With some thick ass
Hey.
glasses. Trying to
calm
teach.
down,
Now,
Hey,
did you
my
go
glasses.
to-
Hey, I got glasses too,
you
so I
go
can
deep
talk about
right
it. I
now.
don't give a fuck.
Hold on.
I
Stop.
have blue hair.
Give me a
Look,
second.
look. All
Bud.
I'm gonna say.
I'm reclaiming my fucking hair. They can't have it.
Look. All I'm saying
Comment.
is
I think
to the
Bablito
person
has-
that made that TikTok.
Yeah.
I hope you get a father figure one day. And
Wait,
I hope
this
you
shit on
understand what
TikTok?
it's like. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
TikTok. Yeah.
That's
Fuck
TikTok.
out of here, bro. Y'all listen to that dumb shit off of TikTok.
I said that. I said it was on TikTok.
I don't give a fuck.
Lord have
That's
mercy.
the
Y'all
fuck.
still listen to
TikTok's-
nonsense on
TikTok's
TikTok, man.
successful, man.
Hey, I'm on
They
TikTok, but I don't even be on it. Like, I don't even be like
Hey,
certain
I'm
stuff.
all-
I just like, I have a,
Hey, I'm
Bro,
out there.
People use political points and source TikTok. Like, bro, how stupid can you be?
that is true. That is true.
Wow.
Well,
But,
like,
we
bruh.
take a look at the younger generations. They can get pretty fucking dumb.
That is
I'm
true.
gonna vote for Joe Biden
Did,
because TikTok told me.
Yeah,
Fuck it.
like, what? Why the fuck are y'all listening to people from TikTok? Oh my
Ain't nobody
god,
listening to
bro.
TikTok.
Didn't have a
To me,
degree
it's just
in
hilarious.
I mean,
politics,
I
too.
didn't take him serious. Anyway,
Yeah, we just
It-
I
It's
just-
fine.
I'm just
Bugs
clowning on
come
the
and go,
motherfucker.
bro. Do what you need to do as a father.
right?
Anybody question what the fuck you doing as a father, bro? Punch him in
Right.
the damn face.
Yo,
That's
Dead
why I
serious,
say.
man, that shit's so
Yo.
stupid.
That's why
Let
since,
me
since
read-
he doubled down on it. That's why I said, I hope he just reignites things with his father.
Yeah.
I hope he gets a good relationship with his father again.
I hope his father comes back from the store from get that milk. How about that?
Beating
No,
that
I
ass.
hope no. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He needs a good ass.
Oh,
whooping,
and
fam.
before we go
the
further,
switch from the tree.
Let me
all
read
of
this
that
comment here
shit.
from Let me
But
read this
but
comment
yo,
from Bablito real
but,
quick, because
but before we go further
this is-
though, Sonic, can you give us a little small description about yourself? Since you're here today, if you don't mind.
Okay, so first of all, I'm not here today. You need to come up with some kind of code name for me because,
Oh.
yeah, the music
Okay.
industry will fucking hang me.
Okay, Knuckles. There you go.
Knuckles, perfect.
Oh my god.
what did you do? What? I'm confused. I am confused.
I
but
still-
we'll go with it. We'll go with it.
Look here, Knuckles. I still want my goddamn song made by you.
Yeah. We'll
What?
see. I'm trying. Does it count if it's not about you, but it makes women shake their ass for more
No.
videos and shit? No.
No, because I can get that anywhere, and you know that.
He said, I want it about me. I said, man, talk about self-centered. God damn.
If it ain't about Riddler Hub, that's be about
Yeah,
Riddler Hub, baby.
speaking of which, Aki, where my commission at, Aki? Nigga.
Ooh. Hey, wait, I gotta read this. Well, I was about to say, well, we got this comment from Bublito. It says, and I quote, "People look at me funny when I say I've never given my daughters a bath. Reason is they were born at the peak of the whole all men are rapists epidemic. I was so scared of that shit. My thought process was, nope, I'll never be in a situation where anyone can never doubt this about me."
I stand by my statement, what I said to him.
You know what? I'm not gonna. I feel you. I mean that's oof.
That's heartbreaking
rough.
though. Also,
It is
Yeah.
because honestly, that's your child. Like, you know,
Yeah.
if you know your intention, like I put it like this, like you know what your intentions are, what your when it comes to you, and it nothing sucks more when when you get when your intentions get malaligned. You know what I'm saying? Nothing sucks more, especially when that's not you. And this is one of the reasons why, like I was sitting there thinking about this earlier when it comes down to men. Like we really need to sit down and like have discussions with, like, and people need to understand that men's health is really important. Like men are like every man is not, a rapist. Every man is not none of that, because that is the farthest from the truth. Right now, let's make this clear. There are some shitty men out there. Yes, I will concede that point. But if we're gonna talk about shitty men out there, we have to discuss shitty women. And at this point, we have to. We cannot. It's far too long. We've gone far too long without acknowledging both, because this is one of those situations that I made the analogy before about the bed. About cleaning the bed, or taking your bed sheets off. Like, this is one of those situations where you can't just take off one side of the bed sheet. You know what I'm saying? You have to take off everything. You have to take off the covers, the blankets, everything. The fitted sheets and all of that. Because until we get down to the nitty gritty, this cycle is going to keep repeating itself.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a lot more women that are sitting up here, trying to get away with shit because they feel like they can. And I'm sorry, like, and it sucks worse for fathers.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy how we have all of these genders. I just find it funny how we supposedly have all of these genders, and all of our problems are still boiled down to one gender. Men. Men are all the problem.
Can I,
Like,
can I say something real quick?
Matter of fact, I was
Can I
actually
say
talking to my
something?
sister about. Go ahead, Aki. You go first. Go ahead.
Can I say this though? Also, like modern women these days, bro, like they be on some bullshit. Like, what happened to the ones that was back in our grandmothers and our grandfathers' time, their generation? Then, like, you gotta think about that for a moment, bro. Like, now these days, it's like they are on some Destiny Child type shit, pretty much burning out here. Bills, can you pay my bills and stuff like that? Like, oh my, get your broke ass on, bro. Get your ass up.
You can't just say that.
You gotta love a girl that's raised by a granny. Damn, I'm not lying. They're not
like
and also let's also be honest too. Like, half of them feel like they could get something for nothing. Sorry, you can't do it, and you get mad if you're gonna be like that. And a man want to ask for some ass, don't get mad. Just pretty much shut the fuck up.
I actually talked to this about my
assume the position.
I had talked about this to my sister earlier because my sister, she didn't, as y'all know what's going on, Johnny Depp. She didn't know about about the mental stuff. I told her, I said, y'all always hear about men abusing women and stuff, so X, Y, and Z, but y'all never hear about the other side because us as men, we're raised to be tough, we're raised to be strong. We're raised not to cry, we're raised not to do other. We're raised to hold everything in, to hold everything in, basically. Yeah, and so Amanda, as y'all know, Johnny Depp was married to Amanda Heard. I believe that's what her name is. She's been mentally abusing this man for many, many years, and that's the thing. Men can be abused as well, especially now in a society where Amanda Heard could say that Johnny Depp raped her and then keep him in entrapment because if you say something against it, she's what is the first case scenario? Always believe women. I mean, that's usually the case.
Mhm.
And so that's just an example. So like that's just meant, on the outside we can be physically fine on the outside, but on the inside mentally though, that shit
Fucked.
we're fucked. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
as
don't.
somebody who has been abused by a plethora of women, this is actually kind of nice to see because it's actually bringing up the conversations.
Yeah, that
Like, and
needs to happen.
I have seen a lot of women
Mhm.
actually coming out recently and just going, "Oh fuck, men are actually getting the shit end of the stick here." And so I'm starting to see kind of like a lot of women just kind of come forward and kind of stick up for men, like, and not just Roma, not just
Yeah,
Roma Army.
yeah,
It's a whole bunch
exactly.
of others, and it's
It's
like
refreshing.
when I started seeing it happening more and more, like I almost kind of started crying a bit
Mm,
because it's like, holy fuck, I'm not crazy.
Nah,
true.
I don't
I
think
agree.
Hey,
anyone.
like it just, and I kind of hope this whole Amber Heard Johnny Depp thing kind of
Yeah.
sets a precedent, especially with legal,
Yeah.
because one of the women that abused me, uh, she didn't she wasn't going to see any jail time, but the police found evidence of her abusing me, and she got jail
Yeah.
time for it. She got out fucking early for good behavior, but
Okay.
yeah, her lawyer didn't
Wow.
contact me on that
Mm-mm-mm.
one. But
Yeah, that's crazy.
I hope this
Mhm.
changes a lot in, like, especially in the law,
Mhm.
Yeah.
to show that like women can be absolute fucking pieces of shit just as bad as men can.
Yeah.
That is
And the
true.
Yeah.
reason why the scale is so fucked up is because men aren't allowed, for some reason, to come forward with female abusers.
Yeah,
And then you got that
that's
one
true.
side, and then you got that one side of women that goes, "Well, it's because you're a man, you be all right." It's like, no, that's fucked up because
Yep.
You have
men,
feelings.
especially middle-aged men, like most of us here, have the highest percentage in suicides. Like,
Mhm.
there's something going on here. It kind of
Right, and
makes you
nobody
think a bit.
exactly, and nobody wants to think about it. Like I know, like, and it's until, like I said, until people start really having this discussion, and I hate to bring race into this, but especially within the black community, it's really bad within the black community. Like, especially, like, you don't even have to go far. Like, look at what we deal with on a daily basis. Like, literally, and Aki mentioned some of it. You know what I'm saying? We have to deal with bad attitudes. We have to deal with, we have to deal with the entitlement. We have to deal with, being told that we're less than because we don't make enough money. Um, you know what I'm saying? We don't get support until afterwards. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, but then they turn around and get mad and call us sellout when when some of us decide to date outside our race, for
Man,
example.
but
You
well,
know what I'm
at
saying?
that point, like that's your loss at that point because I look at
Yeah.
this way: you didn't want me, so I'm gonna do what the fuck
I,
I
you
do. Be me. I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and do what I gotta do. Shit,
Can I
exactly. You go
elaborate
where
on that point?
you
yeah,
go
yeah,
where
you
you
go where
want
you
me
want
to
it.
go. I
Basically,
do
you're
basically
going where you
yes.
want it at this point. Go ahead, Nancy. My bad.
Yeah. No. No. You're good. No. Someone who's like I don't look it, but like man's black and Asian. Like I'm black and Indian, black and Chinese, right? I know. A lot of people be like, wait, you're this? Yeah. No. A lot of like interracial marriages, like a lot of people, like especially where I grew up in England, where like mixed race marriages were or biracial marriages. Sorry, I have to use the political term now. Yeah. They were frowned upon, right? And then people are like, oh well, they disowned a lot of people who were like white. If you were white and you dated a black man, you were getting disowned by your family. Some of that happened. One of my cousins who was married to a white woman, he didn't experience that. Their family
LG,
kept them and all that
how
and
do we
all
respond to
those
that?
other things. But when we learned about like stuff like of that nature and like why do people go for the opposite race or things of that nature, it's 9 times out of 10 in this generation. It's because of the fact that they don't want to settle down with somebody who's not in their ways of thoughts. Like a big example is the femininity, like the toxic femininity and the masculinity. If I don't settle down with you because I don't like, especially black women, they preach this toxic masculinity shit to the like walls, like where the walls break down, and then they'd be wondering why don't black men want? Because you're talking shit that they don't want to hear. Like a black man wants to be able to go and sit down and said, be at ease and go to his woman when he's like, in a most
Yeah.
ease state. He don't want to be pushed and overexert. And then he goes to a white woman. This is what I've learned from other people. They don't feel that. And I'm like,
Yeah.
hold on, you have to go to another nation to feel that. That's kind of sad to hear that. It's not wrong you go into another race and you want to be with someone else and all that nation. That's not wrong with that. But it's just sad that black women have pushed you far enough that you have to look for a mental stability from somewhere else. Another thing I learned was something called what's it? Emotional adultery, right? That you learn, you take your emotions, right, from you. If you're not getting your emotional stability from your partner, you go somewhere else. So that's also a key. So a lot of men are going to other women or or whatever you're into and go in other places. So you gotta learn, where's this shit coming from? Either it's the community or the household you are in. And then 9 times out of 10, if women are not wanting to learn how to handle their shit as well as men, you got to figure it out. There's not such a thing called double standards. It's bullshit now. Because when you try and say double standards to a woman, you stop your mansplaining. Stop, bitch, go and suck a dick or something. What's the Juicy J? I said what I said.
Bro.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Come suck a dick or
Damn,
something.
yo. Okay.
Wait,
Nigga, these magic. You said they got a habit. Said it for the hit, went to track it. No little freak in Hollywood. Suck some dick. That's it real good.
Yo,
You got that man started. You got that man started.
so,
Like, okay,
LG,
sorry, man.
what I
Yeah.
posted in the chat, how do we respond to that,
I said what
LG?
I said.
you don't like
Yeah.
that's just clown shit. Like, what the fuck? Like, get your fucking stupid ass on somewhere. Go play. Go take a long walk off a short pier or some shit. God damn, bro.
If they ain't doing that, just tell them suck some dick. They'll be good.
Like, I'm just fucking
Yeah,
over it.
so
Like,
they mean,
honestly,
hey, look,
Like
sucking
OnlyFans
sucking
and
cock
shit.
can give you a good source of protein.
Nigga, what?
Doing all that
give you
protein
some
thing.
protein.
Damn, stop talking all that shit. Just
Like,
suck some dick.
like
I'm
I'm
gonna do
honestly
whatever. I
like
don't give a fuck.
to add to your point though, it's like honestly, it's getting to the point where, like I said, it's until, like I said earlier, until we get to the point where people are willing to sit down and talk about this shit, we're gonna keep going in circles. And I have to. I forgot what I found. There was a. I gotta find it. I have to find it on Twitter. There's this dude was talking about something about allegations, like people like men are celebrating over allegations, or men siding with people that have allegations. Okay, if a man has if somebody has if there's allegations on somebody, that means we don't know if it's true or not, especially if you're on the outside looking in. We have due process for a reason. You know what I'm saying? We have, if somebody did something, you take it to the proper channels, proper authorities, and you handle your business. I'm not saying that our legal system is perfect. It's far from it. But the reason why I say take it to the proper authorities is because when you do what you're supposed to do to the best of your ability, then that's when you can sit up here and make the comments you can make. You know what I'm saying? Most of these people won't even do that. Most of these people will literally sit up here and assume shit because of something that they heard from somebody else, who heard it from somebody else, and then who heard it from somebody else, and then they thinking they know shit.
Yeah,
And then,
but then that's
especially
the
if you
internet.
like, if oh well, I heard Anasi said some shit. I heard Anasi was over here disrespecting women. Okay, I heard this from a random source. I heard this from somebody on the outside looking at. Oh well, you better get your friend. Your friend Anasi said this, that, and the third was disrespecting women. Well, first of all, I'm gonna get the information. What did Anasi say? Okay, you're showing me what he said. Show me the evidence. Okay, show me what you got. Okay, I'm gonna go talk to Anasi. I'm Anasi. What? Okay, you remember this person that you talked to? You know this person? Did you say this about this person? This is what they showed me.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And then also too, this is why you have to know the people or be familiar with the people that you know or that you hanging around. So that way you can dismiss certain things. You can be like, all right, no, Anasi ain't about all of that. Anasi himself, yeah, he may be brash about things or he may say this, that, and the third, but he ain't disrespecting nobody. What he said ain't right. What he said ain't wrong. Sit down and shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? It's not hard. It's not fucking hard. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, until women sit down and realize that, hey, look, what's crazy about the shit is there's women that are shitty to each other too. That's the crazy. That's the crazy part. Women are shitty to each other.
The pettiness is real, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Do you want to know how much of women getting their nails done and getting their hair done and looking pretty and wearing fancy like high-end clothes is definitely not to impress guys. And for some reason, a lot of women feel the need to like shout from the rooftops, "This isn't for you." And I feel like most guys are like, "We know," but it is.
It ain't for who's.
Look, no shit.
Exactly.
For you, we don't do this for you, Aki. Look, I'm gonna do
like in my case recently, because I cracked this joke to a buddy at work. Because he was fucking around and he was telling me that I have no maidens, because Elden Ring, and I go, oh yeah, that's how I can afford firearms. Disregard females. Acquire firearms.
Acquire firearms.
What are you saying again?
They're less expensive.
Right. The maintenance is the maintenance is definitely the cost of maintenance is definitely lower.
Another point to add to that.
These are true facts.
The whole women, like, what pisses me off is like when someone gets like a charge, like a sexual charge or something like that on the internet, and then you just see the internet just be the judge, jury, and executioner. What happened to the legal system after that? Like, why did I know it's traumatic? And wait, I know, Aki. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I got you. Right?
Oh, I got.
I know. But these motherfuckers get me pissed off with that because I'm like, I know it's traumatic for people to go and, open up to the police or whatever.
This happened to me. Oh my God, this happened to me. You don't understand. I was assaulted when I was 3.5 years old.
I'm not even with that. I'm just saying it's just
they do that dumbass story every time. I was assaulted. You can't joke about. Oh, you can't talk about that. You don't understand how hard it is. I'm like, do you? Go ahead. Go ahead. My bad. Sorry.
I'm just saying, like, it's just so stupid. I'm like, where is the why aren't you going to the police? I don't know why you're going to the internet. It's sad. Me Too used to be a beautiful way for people who was like dealing with that to come out and say, you know what? Let me come out and say my experience so people know they're not alone. Now it's become like a witch hunt, a murder for people. I'm like, because I don't like someone, I'm gonna Me Too him. Imagine, I Me Too LG, I Me Too Aki, I Me Too Waffle, I Me Too all the people in the chat.
Thank God I'm free.
Oh yeah, no, you got a woman. I don't know.
They can't Me Too me because I talk about both genders happily with no problem.
They can't Me Too me. I wish.
You know what my favorite mental gymnastics is about this?
What's that?
My favorite mental gymnastics is that they'll post this shit on social media. And then everyone will be like, why didn't you just go to the police? Oh, I wasn't comfortable to go to the police.
No, bitch.
But you were comfortable with blasting it on social media to
a complete stranger?
Potentially tens of thousands of internet strangers?
And the FBI?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Huh?
MI6 for me because I'm in the UK, but it is what it is. But like, it's fucked. Like,
and you wonder why? And all this does.
Yeah, let me fucking beat the shit out of somebody, and then instead of turning myself in, no, let me talk about it on social media. It's like the dumb fucking criminals that will go and like rob a place, and then they'll immediately like flash their money on social media, and the cops are just like,
got him. We got him, boys.
All right, boys, we got him. Sending the team. We taking them their doors, and it's like
in the UK, and I'll be like, "You retards! Like, somebody come and get this man! I swear to God!" Like,
well, the police are gonna come get that man,
right?
Or woman.
My thing is
I
just
don't
like,
know.
honestly, what I tell people that this is why you don't have a lot of men
Fuck.
wanting to talk to women right now. This is why you have a lot of the
I'm
MGTOW movements, the
mm-hmm.
red pill movements. This is why you have a lot of the Kevin Samuels going around. This is why you have a lot of this stuff, the red pill stuff going around. Like, and I'm talking extremists, which I don't even like. I don't like that
I
shit.
have a personal
Mhm.
opinion about that, but
You
that's
know,
me.
I don't agree with the extremists, right? I don't agree with the ones that like want to, sit up here and demonize every woman or I get it. You okay? I get it. Life is tough, but come on, bro. You can't be like that big of a dick. Okay. Um, my thing is just like I understand the point of
The only
why
only
these
thing
groups are
I understand
rising
is
up now because this whole stuff because this stuff is just getting out of hand. And and I know matter of fact, really, I know you was talking about it a while back. We had a conversation. You was talking about how like you prefer your woman to be at home or whatever, right? And I'm like, hey, that's your business. That's your choice. I'm at the point now to where like at one point I agree with you. I'm at the point now though, especially with the way a lot of women are now. No,
Mhm.
no, no. For two reasons. One, most even back then, a lot of households were two incomes. A lot of households were dual income. It's just that the man's income was considerably more.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? From what I was looking at. Especially like in the 60s, 50s, 60s, and then also when wartime hit, the men that went off the war, the women had to work to maintain. So they were the
Mhm.
ones working in like factories for weapons and stuff like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's one. Two, in,
Honestly.
in today's time, I'm not no, you not no. To me it's laziness at this point because now it's cooking and cleaning are a life skill now. Okay, this isn't back in the day. Cooking and cleaning is a legit life skill. Okay, it's something that everybody should know. Okay, it's right up there with basic car maintenance. um I'm not saying you got to be a mechanic or nothing, but like at least have basic idea of what how to at least maintain your car, like make sure it's washed, make sure it's clean, make sure the gas, oil change, air in the tires. That what I'm saying, that's simple, basic ass shit, right? You should at least have that knowledge to at least understand what you need, right? Same thing for in the house. Er- Both people should know how to cook and clean, just in case one can't do it.
Mhm.
Okay, if somebody from back in the day, like say a dude from back in the day right now, right, it was in today's time, he would have a hard time. Why? Because he doesn't know how to cook. He doesn't know how to maintain the house. He doesn't know how to do any of that stuff because he thinks that's not his place. No, that's everybody's job. You know what I'm saying? When you were little, you had to do chores. Why? Because that is something that is a life skill. Now, granted, a lot of us, some of us grew up in single parent households. You know, I know, like I said, for me, my mama told me, "Look, I'm teaching you this stuff so that way you don't have to, I'm teaching you how to cook and clean, so you won't have to worry about chasing no skirt to do it. All right, you gonna learn at least know how to do the basics. At least look, know how to read directions on the cookbook. I ain't gotta be Chef Gordon Ramsay or none of shit, but at least know how to read a cookbook, know how to read a recipe. I could at least, be experimentative if I want to. I know enough to experiment, and I know enough to know that if something, if eggs go black, that's not good. I'm just saying, but you know,
Can't even teach a woman that now.
you know what I'm saying? Hey, I've already got at this point. I already got look. I already got a white beat, so you know. But no, I'm just saying it's like basic life skills. Like what I'm saying. Like at this point, a lot of the women don't. And there's no disrespect to any women out there that I'm not saying that if you know how to do it, that's great. But there's a lot of women that don't do it, and they don't because they think it's less than, or they think it's they think being submissive is being less than, which
Oh
that's not the
my
case.
god.
Sir,
It's
No,
why do
not.
no,
you?
no.
That,
Can I
to be
can
honest, if we're gonna really get into that conversation, I have a bunch of personal opinions, which also leads to why I'm still single.
I have some
But
interesting opinions on it as well.
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah, but before I do, I want to go backtrack back about like the whole sexual allegation kind of thing, because first of all, that shit happened to someone I know for the sake of
Mm,
their identity, which shall be unknown, and everything else.
fair enough.
Yeah. So the
Mhm.
thing is that it fucked everything up. That this person had a golden opportunity with a certain company that was doing dance events.
Mm,
So
Okay.
yeah, all because a certain person was jealous as hell,
Oh Lord.
and their daughter
That's
made up
a
a lie because he thought that that said person was going to get go with my friend. So
wow.
yeah, I got a bone to pick with with this certain said person. The person's fake anyways. She's a whole snake to be honest. But I just want to say, bro,
Yeah.
like, bro, like, I don't get it, man. Like, and this is on some real shit. I'm from the city
Mm.
that loves to hate, my nigga.
Mm.
That's what Memphis is. I love my city, but there are some things
What
I hate about it.
I believe it. I feel it.
Yeah, I feel like that in London as well. Like, the amount of hate people will do just to, spike someone. Like, I've seen someone literally call the police on someone and they know they sold drugs because he broke her heart, and I was like, whoa, this man's probably he's did 10 years because he did you dirty. You to waste 10 years of his life because he didn't like your nanny no more. Shit's
Mm.
wild, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. What? Let me ask a question. At the
Accountability
risk
is
of
a bitch.
sounding,
That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I know
was
that's
she
what I
black?
thought.
Was she black?
Oh, oh yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
like, white girl. I'm no
sounds
white
like
girls
that
to
sounds
do
like
that
some
too.
vendetta. Yeah, that sounds like something black folks would do. Some vindictive
No,
shit.
some
Black
white.
folks.
I'm like the thing is where I'm in the UK.
LGBT,
Sorry
black
for
on
the
black crime don't exist, bro. What do you mean?
yeah,
Shit.
black I don't
Okay.
agree with this shit. Yeah,
Right.
but
And
like,
right.
Tell
And
that,
I'm
tell that to
right.
the
And
motherfuckers in Sacramento.
right.
yeah,
And I'm Joe Biden's son. And
yeah. No, Biden is for life. No, I'm joking. But like, no, for sure. No, I grew up like in the UK. I know white people who are marginalized, and I know black people marginalized. Not so much Asians, but they're Asians who are marginalized. Wherever you go, where's marginalized, there's going to be more crime there, obviously. But the thing is with that, like, it's just so like UK. You don't know, like, it looks all nice, but then if you go to certain areas, it's like a shithole. Like, I grew up in middle class most of my life, but when I stayed with my auntie, like, it was good, but I lived in a shithole. And I also like stayed with my step pops. It's a shithole. Like, I'm like, I walk around the like PJs, right? And then I'm like, the way where I live is like New York, and it would be like I'll be walking down per se like the Bronx or Brooklyn, and I walk down, I see like a fucking rat. Like, I thought it's a Santeria or voodoo ritual happened. I walked the longest way. I saw a dead rat. Shit's real out here. People think, oh well, there's like, oh,
I believe
teas
it.
and crumpets. Fuck out of here, bro. Just come here. I will show you. Like, Waffle's out here joking around, but he knows shit's real out here. Like, fam, someone will fucking have your throat open. Like, these black Twitch motherfuckers who think I'm not on some shit. You tell me to pull up, I'll fucking get your clots. Sorry to make it a little personal, but that shit is real out here. So when Aki says our city's the hate, it's like, bro, hate's everywhere. But I feel what you're coming from, bro, because I've seen
Bruh.
shit. I've seen shit. Like,
Man, you
oh,
got
you haven't
one
been
prime
to
example is Young
shit.
Dolph.
Bro,
Yup.
yeah, that
Mhm.
burnt, man. That
Y'all
made
wanted
me
my
cry
opinion.
like a little.
Go for
Y'all
it.
wanted my opinion about what now? Exactly.
Uh
Go,
oh.
go, go
Oh
on.
damn.
Go on. Go on.
Uh-oh.
Nipsey too, but I'm just gonna end it there.
That's true. It's just folks just need to quit with this hating shit, bro. Like, I'm just so fucking over it, bro. Like, I mean, like
Especially
like I
shit.
said, I understand handle your business. Okay, like I will tell people this, right? If you feel that somebody's wronged you and you need to do what you need to do, then handle your business. And I'm gonna leave it there, right? Especially if you have a case against them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if somebody's done did you dirty and you feel like, hey, I'm about to go, because to me it's human nature, right? That's one of the things I try to tell. Like, I had to understand this myself, because it's like, I like I said, growing up in Christian household, the first thing they'll tell you, but don't worry about getting revenge, all that shit. And you know it's a natural thing, bro. Like, if somebody keeps pestering you, if somebody is fucked with your livelihood, or if you feel that somebody is encroached on your territory in some way, you're gonna want to get back. And when it comes down to stuff like that, like I tell people, hey, look, make sure you count the cost of doing shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the biggest thing I tell anybody. Like if you feel that you need to get back at somebody, then I'm not mad at you. Or you know what I mean, I may not agree with it depending on the situation. I may agree, disagree, whatever. But make sure you count the cost for yourself, because if you don't, if you don't understand, like sometimes even when you say you do get back or whatever, you might be starting a back and forth cycle. Somebody may not understand what you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Somebody may try to do to get back on you as well. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be careful that you don't want to fall into a cycle of stuff like that. But sometimes, hey, sometimes you just feel like, hey, I gotta do what I gotta do. Fuck it. Niggas out here thinking I'm uh you know thinking I'm whatever out here, and I gotta prove myself. Handle your business. Handle your business, because I'd rather I'd rather see somebody, go out saying, "Hey, look, I died. I went out fighting for a cause, or even though I may have gotten quote unquote canceled, I went out fighting, and I went out, finding out information, and hey, handle you, like I said, hey." Because sometimes, these are people, especially when it comes down to like social media and stuff like that. These are people's livelihoods, and a lot of people don't understand when people are so quick to cancel folks. Like when you start attacking folks' livelihoods, you're pretty much open to fair game, especially when it's off of lies or off of half truths. You know what I'm saying?
It's all fun and
Yeah.
games until it comes right back around to you.
Yeah, but
Yep.
see, the thing is, at the same time, and this is part of my problem with a lot of people. Y'all so quick to want to say something on Discord. Y'all quick to want to say shit in private. But when it comes down to it, if your shit's straight, you should be able to say whatever the fuck you want and not have to worry about your livelihood. If your shit is airtight, no questions asked, bro, you should be having no problem with what you say. Unless it's specified in your job description or whatnot, you can't do X, Y, Z. Then I understand it. That's why I don't take a lot of people seriously. Because see,
well, then again, too, you also got to look at people. There's people that lie too, and that's the part that
of course.
What I'm saying is that there's people that will like. There's a lot of people that have ganged up on people off of lies or or not full information. And
Exactly.
which is a lot of people on social media. That's the angle that I'm hitting it from. Like, even if somebody, and this happens to anybody, even if your shit is airtight, you know what I'm saying? There's people that's been let go of shit because the response, the kickback, is so great. You know what I'm saying? The kickback is so great that the company doesn't want anything to do with it. The company, or the company or the people that run the company, they don't know how to handle the shit. They're not ready for the type of kickback, and they're like, well, we got to let you go. Well, we can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? And so that's and and like I said, that's the part where I'm like, when shit like that happens, that's where you start running into people that decide to take matters in their own hands, and people say you shouldn't do it. I say fuck that, you should. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's your livelihood, and like Waffle just said it, everybody wants to talk about high road until it happens to them. Everybody wants to be holier than thou until it happens to them, and that's really the equalizer for that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And also, let's go ahead and mention this fact. You keep doing it to someone, they can sue your ass for defamation of character.
Yeah, libel, slander, true. Yeah, especially if you affected their money too. And a lot of people don't understand that. Like, a lot of people don't get that concept.
The game changes once you start fucking with people money.
And
That's
that's all bets are off.
That's why when the streamer Me Too movement happened a couple years ago, I wish I had the chart to show y'all. So many people. I think I sent it to Ritlin in our DMs. But there was so many people that came out, women and some men came out and said that XYZ touched them or did something to them at a bar. I think at one point it happened to Angry Joe. Angry Joe said, "All right, bitch, I'm gonna sue you as a defamation of the character." No, she did. She backed the fuck down because she knew that her story
Yeah,
wasn't
I
her story
remember
wasn't
that.
true. Same thing with another streamer called It's Me JP. Now some people, yeah, they do what they did. The majority of them honestly was just like I put my hand on her shoulder or something like that, and they took it like to the extreme. Which
Yeah.
yes, with the extent, if they didn't have consent to do that, yeah, sure, yes, I can totally agree why you felt uncomfortable. But you took it to the extreme, said that this person touched me, and you knew that wasn't
Yeah.
the case.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
but I slick. I mean, yes, you can get another job, but here's the problem with this, right?
It's a pain in the
This is the,
fucking ass.
well, that's one. That's one. Two, bad news travels fast. So
Yeah.
this is what happens when you get caught out with shit like that, and you lose your job for something like that, and especially if it's false, right? And this goes back to what I was talking about with men. If men get caught with an allegation, say like for example, if Waffle gets caught with a allegation, right?
On not to just stop you there. Whenever we come up with examples, why is it always me?
Because you're white. Because you're white.
Oh, okay.
'Cause you-
All right.
One, you're white. Two, they really can't say me because I don't care.
Yeah.
So
And I don't stream, so I don't give a fuck.
Oh,
so-
no!
I'm
Oh, you
just
about to get
saying-
Ray
canceled
over here
today.
just like,
Just-
yeah,
no, I'm
I'll
just
own it,
messing- I'm
sure.
messing. I actually target you because I target you because you're like not really like I'm trying to get you in a conversation. When I target people, I'm trying to get them in the conversation. It's a tactic. It's a ploy. Big brain plays. Ow! I hit my head. Let's play.
Yeah.
Anyway, no.
Okay,
I just
Bernie,
target-
but for real, but if that happened to you, like, okay, say if that happens to Waffle, okay, he loses his job because of it, then guess what? That news travels. That news says, okay, look, I heard, it makes it harder for Waffle to get another job. Because, and actually, it goes for any man in here, because it's harder for us because if we get caught with any allegation, even if it's been proven false, we still got to carry that weight. Well, maybe he did do it. Well, just because the allegations, were dropped, it doesn't mean it didn't really happen. It's just, well, maybe he got a good lawyer.
Yeah, it's like an episode of Law and Order that I seen like years ago, where a woman, where a little girl was coached to say that a teacher touched him or something like that, right? And the teacher, was proven later on in the episode that he didn't do shit. He was just trying to, to care for the child. But guess what though? He's like, well, we have to sell our house now because, I can't. I lost my job. I lost my teaching license. All that shit carried on. Even though guess what? He's proven to be innocent. You lost everything. And that's just shit's crazy. Stuff like that. It's crazy.
Like
It's
a lot of companies have more power than people actually think.
Oh yeah,
That
they
is
do.
true.
And it's kind of ridiculous because it's like say
I
I have a
say
great
say I
example
say I
of-
rarely go into work.
Yeah.
Like I take a lot of days off.
Yeah.
To be fair, I do. I hate my job.
Mm-hmm.
But if I get fired for that and I go to try to get a new job, if they call that place, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, well Waffle likes to call off often. I might not get the job.
that's different. That's because of your own actions, though, too.
Yeah, but people are treating. But that's the thing. People are treating those allegations as the same things as personal actions,
No.
and that's like if it's not completely true. And a lot of companies are lazy, or a lot of people, or a lot of circles are lazy because they don't research. They don't take the time to ask and be like, oh well, what's really up with this person? Is this really true? Is it valid? They just go by hearsay. You know what I'm saying? And this is the same thing with these opportunities that's coming in the social media sphere that these people are trying to do. This is why this is like when I talk the shit I talk on Twitter and tag these people up and be like, look, because these are the people they're trying to get in these positions of power so they can be the influence. So they can say, no, oh, we see Dark Riddler coming up making his numbers. Nah, he's problematic. You know what I'm saying? They won't tell you exactly what it is. They'll just say, oh, he's problematic. We don't want that.
But see
That
that
happened in-
see.
Look,
The only places I can see where that's true is any team, any org, any brand that is openly legit closed-minded. That's the only way
And,
I will ever
that
agree with that.
Black Lives Matter.
no, that happened in Cartoon Network.
God, I gotta quit
actually.
smoking.
the creator of Clarence.
Fucking,
Have
where's
you
my
seen
mod?
the show Clarence?
I think
No.
so.
No.
Yeah. Anyway, it's a good show. So basically, the career of Clarence, right? They said he groomed children, and I was like, oh, okay, that right. Whoa, no one wants to support that, right?
Yeah.
But he didn't groom no. Yeah, he
Good.
didn't groom no children. It was apparently a woman, right?
Yeah.
When like he hugged the woman in an inappropriate manner, and from then on she's been catching cases, oddly enough, in the same manner, like that you hug her in a certain way, calls it sex. It's, oh, he touched me inappropriately and whatnot, even though he hugged her, I don't know, at an event, whatnot. Next thing,
Yeah.
like, that's a thing in her animation career, and we come to find out that's why he got fired, and then he had to leave Clarence, and because no one cared to do the research or check up on that situation. So
Yeah.
it shows really, like, was what LG is saying, like, these guys of these companies are not doing the checkups, the necessary checkups that they want, because we live in this era. Stop your mansplaining, whatever. That's messed up.
Yeah.
And
It
this
is.
that man's career is forever tarnished now because
Yeah.
of this one woman who keeps doing this shiz to men. I don't know if men has done her something wrong, but two wrongs don't make a right. I think the video is explaining it. It's called why are women ruining Saturday morning cartoons? But actually, I'll
Wow.
find the video. But it's funny though. It was funny
Wow.
because the guys were raging homophobe, but it's just funny.
Wow.
I was like,
Honestly, when it comes to stuff like that, people need to understand that there's certain things that are serious allegations, and those things need to be checked. Like calling someone, calling someone a child groomer, um, calling someone child groomer, calling someone racist. Well, that's kind of lost meaning now. Calling someone a pedophile, that's lost meaning too, because people are throwing this around. But these are serious allegations that need to be addressed. Like, and that's something serious. Like, if that's really what it is, you need to make sure, like, that has to be checked. You know what I'm saying? This is this is what people need to understand. Like, and this is why a lot of people are fighting against it, because those are serious allegations. You know what I'm saying? That's serious. Like, don't no regular person in here, uh, want to sit up here and mess with, some underage kid. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Don't nobody do that. Riddler got kids. Riddler ain't got time to be messing with somebody else's other kids. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not even like people are just. I don't know. Like, people are just like, honestly retarded. Like, and throwing shit around because you think you know what it means. That ain't it. That's not how that goes. Like, if you don't know what the word means, say that. And or if you don't know what this type of stuff looks like, say that, and that way you can understand and be like, hey, look, this looks like, to me, this looks like child grooming, this looks like this. And especially when it comes down to people like in anime or like in certain things and all of that shit, it's not. Cut the shit the fuck out, please, because I'm personally tired. I'm tired of hearing of all of it. I'm tired of dealing with it because it's not that. And it's what's even funnier is the people that are accusing the anime, of being this type of stuff, are normally ones that get caught.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's the crazy
projecting.
part.
I
They're
know.
literally projecting. They're the ones the one, or anybody that likes anime is da 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 da. And then months later, so and so was found diddling with kids in the back alleyway, talking to a kid. Like, god dang, bro. Like, so what? And then everybody over here, all the normies are rallying behind the dude, and then they over here got egg on their face because now the person that they got behind was over here trying to get behind some little kid.
Look at Chris Chan. Like,
Literally.
even though that was different, but like, whoa. See how they were backing Chris Chung, and then look what happened. Like, the guys in like, well, not guy. Sorry, don't cancel me, LGBTQ plus. Yeah, they are.
Isn't it more letters than that?
I said
Yeah.
plus. I said plus. Don't try to cancel.
No, it's more letters than that. The last time I checked.
Right?
said
And there's numbers, and then
That's
there's
why there's
numbers
the
now,
plus.
too.
That's why it lost its sting. You know, it's not really like the LGBT anymore. It's the alpha. That's why people started making fun of it. Sadly, calling it the alphabet gang.
Alphabet, please.
Yeah, the alphabet
Hey,
community.
wait. Let
gang
me
just used to
comment
be
on this
like-
Chris Shan chant. Let me comment on this
Yeah.
Chris Shan comment.
Don't believe that.
Hey, Ice, look here. As far as that fucker goes, once you do the shit that motherfucker has done, I don't give a fuck about your goddamn what your pronouns are.
Yeah.
And I said
throw
what
him
I
in the
said.
hole and fucking
Facts.
No, you
get
can't,
rid of
you
the
can't.
hole.
Facts. You know what? Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I don't have. I've noticed the people that talk about respecting pronouns, right? I noticed this, and maybe it's just me, but I've noticed the people that are talking about respecting pronouns are normally the ones that don't respect nobody else's.
Yeah.
Like they're always the ones that they try to
I
demand
want
that
my
you respect
pronouns
them.
respected, goddammit. Go look at my profile and you will respect my fucking pronouns. Since we want to play that. Respect my fucking
My
pronouns,
pronouns
damn it.
is that nigga.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm on Twitter. I identify as the savage.
That is my
Please
pronouns. I
respect that.
go by my
Go
pronouns.
look on my Twitter bio,
that
and I
nigga.
want my pronouns respected for this day forward.
Oh Lord,
Yeah, call
I'm
me
not.
a sav and edge. That's my pronoun. Sav and edge. Respect that. Wait,
Yeah,
the way I
and
do,
I'm
like,
because they coming up with the and what's crazy is what's crazy about this shit is they coming up with new pronouns every day. Like, and what the funny thing is, folks have said it. Folks have said it. They've coming up with new pronouns every day. They're coming up with toy self. I'm like, so what the fuck? You a toy now? So all I gotta do is call Andy, and you just gonna drop dead, nigga? The fuck? Come on now.
Andy's coming, guys! Come quick!
Andy's coming.
Right. Look, fish is a pronoun. No, fish is something that I eat. Okay.
It's just a pronoun.
Just because you
what
push,
the
just
fuck?
because
It's a
Just because
protein,
no,
right?
no. Fish is not a pronoun. Shoot, if someone's gonna say that shit, they didn't get. I would say that they pussy stink. I'm sorry, bro.
just because your pussy
Yeah,
thing, it
if
don't
you're-
make you a fish, bro. Like,
yeah,
yeah, man. I just like
get
if you
mad at
like, I
someone-
don't like in personal setting, like if that's what you are for real, like in a personal setting, I have to make that clear. That's like if I get to know you personally and we sit and talk, like I know somebody in my Discord server that is actually that identifies that way. So I'm like they're actually respectable. Legitimately respectable, and I'm having a conversation with them. They cool. I'm like, all right, cool. You know, we can have a conversation, go back and forth, and we can be like, they want to be treated just like a normal person. They want to be treated. The real ones want to be treated like a normal person. That's it. That's all they want. They're not demanding you to come and respect their pronouns. My pronoun, it's ma'am. Like, no, you look like a whole dude, dog. You look like a dude in the bad cosplay, bro. Like, no, bro.
Man,
Like,
the
for
dude
me,
might,
like,
the
that
dude
comes
might
from
look like
yeah,
if
it
Tony
is.
Hawk was the drag queen, bro.
Oh snap!
Like,
They're coming
Tony
out for
Hawk is-
LG after this.
But like I'll respect your pronouns up until the point you're a fucking prick, and then I don't give two shits anymore.
So that applies to me too. So you're gonna respect my pronouns, right, Waffle?
Maybe.
Maybe. Oh, now it's a maybe.
Post more thirst traps than I might.
Canceled.
Cancel.
Accurate.
Cancel.
No, you cancel, man. You can't even respect my pronouns. Fuck you, dude.
Cancel.
No, you
The
can't
fuck are you gonna
cancel.
cancel me? What is there for me to cancel? That's a question. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. What is there for me to cancel?
He ain't wrong though. So
What are you gonna do? Get me fired? I hate my fucking job. You be doing me a favor. I got to collect unemployment at that point.
I just want my pronouns respected, just like they be screaming the same shit all the time. I'm just saying. If we gonna sit there and say respect my pronouns.
Well,
Okay.
Well, here's the double-edged sword about that. I want to respect Disparity's pronouns, but I'm gonna get called a racist doing that shit. I can't get away with that. I can't get away with that. Look at this complexion. I'm giving the moon a run for its money.
The moon and giving a run for its money.
I'm just saying, like, I'm telling you.
I'm about glow in the dark at this point.
I mean, the man's pronouns is what? What's your pronouns Disparity? That nigga?
that nigga.
That nigga. If he's
I
saying
like
respect
that.
his pronouns, you have to call him by his pronouns.
Yeah, you got.
My pronouns are get fucked. Therefore, you have to respect my pronouns by
Gotta
calling
get
me
fucked.
get fucked. It's just that simple. I'm sorry. That's just the way the world works. Sonic, don't think you get away with it. Don't you roll your eyes over there. I see you. Sonic, don't you roll your eyes. You better respect my pronouns too.
It's either get or fucked. It's one of the two. You can't have both. Well, it's either or. That's how it goes.
Okay.
So in the serious case, it's either that or nigga.
Oh yeah. Anyway,
call them that.
By the way, I'm just gonna let you all know I'm coming out as amosexual.
Okay. All right.
No.
Don't have
Your
the
pronouns are
slightest clue.
millimeter.
Amosexual.
Amosexual.
Oh,
Ammo.
So my favorite one right now, and to be honest, it's not a lie, so it makes it fun. Is I constantly like hashtag my shit audio sexual. They're like, huh, lol, you're making fun of people. I'm like, no, I'm actually just really into bass. Like, you have no idea.
Hey, you know what? Hey, something about that low end though.
Oh man, I'm serious. Actually, I'm like, you're like in there, like, okay. So if I could just live here,
I could just imagine. I could just imagine Knuckles right now. I could just imagine Knuckles right now.
Bublito's on some shit. I found the loophole. Riddler, you give Waffle the pass in exchange. He'll respect your pronouns. Waffle, with that pass, he can now respect Disparity's pronouns. There we go.
Fine. You got the pass.
All right.
Respect Disparity's pronouns.
Yeah, respect my pronouns, damn it.
All right. I respect him.
because I don't have a pass, that means I don't have to respect anybody's fucking pronouns, right? That's how that works.
You want to pass? You want to pass? You want me to give you a pass?
No.
Oh, you don't want me to give you a pass?
No. No, I don't want the pass.
She's canceled. She's canceled. Get her out. She's canceled.
No,
I remember it.
She's not trying to be educated, counselor.
Right.
Yeah, you're not trying to be educated.
Right.
So
I hate the educated shit. Let me get off on that motherfucking shit. Oh yeah, look, I'm sorry though, but I did a whole video on that shit because the thing is that when the whole hate situation was going on, and I was trying to help someone out, he was trying to throw that shit at me. Man, you listen there for being a goddamn idiot. That's what the fuck you pretty much is.
I don't know, man. I'm just like.
Hey, LG, did you post the video? Somebody you did. I know you did a video about the hate bot situation. Didn't you post a video about this sister? She was saying nigger for a good hour of the stream, and as soon as the hate bots came in, she started crying like a little bitch.
Was it? I think that was.
Wait, where's this video at? Where's this video at?
Really, guys.
Where's this video at?
I don't remember.
Because I swear for God, I will take it and I will run with it. I promise you. Where's that video? I demand that video. I don't demand for a lot of things, but I'm making a demand for that video. I want that video.
Goddamn, Riddler about to break Jesse Owens' record here in a second.
No, I hate fucking hypocrites, bro. I hate hypocrites. Hypocrites burn me the fuck up. Holy shit.
Like, don't let these people hurt you. Don't let these people. I'm like, bitch, you just was called in the N-word. If it's on the internet and they're not bucking you, cool. Bro, I was in a literal situation where someone was threatening me, calling me the N-word, and my uncle who's disabled was with me, and we were doing grocery shopping and we was on the bus. Don't come and start shit with me. I'm gonna punch you in the shit. That's what I did. I know I had to go on like warning after that. They said I was a danger to my community after he was threatening me and making me feel insecure. Fuck out of here with that bullshit. You go on the internet and you're crying about how someone's calling you the N-word. Block them. I get blocked all the time on Twitch. And they think it's like I'm full of shit.
It's there. It gives you complete control. Like, why wouldn't you?
Bruh. Hey, see, speaking of getting blocked on Twitter, how about the fact I get blocked by someone that was from my city, bro?
That's funny. Yeah, I remember you telling me that. I'm like, what the fuck?
You know what my favorite thing is though with that block button is that the self-righteousness that people get when they get blocked. They're like, oh, this person blocked me. Yeah, because they don't feel like dealing with your dumb ass.
Right?
I block people all the damn time. The motherfucker that can't make a stupid ass comment, I'm not even gonna waste my energy on you. Fuck you. Get blocked, bitch.
Right. Like that one dude, that one dude that was sitting there tripping on you about that whole that little argument that you had.
He was wrong and he was a little bitch. Bro, do not ever in your entire fucking life come tell me that if a female has no support, she's fucking weak. You are a whole bitch and I will gladly punch you in the face for it. Don't fuck with me.
Oh, dude.
Like,
and then
motherfucker.
old dude wanted to sit up here and talk shit. I forgot what he was saying. Like he wanted to sit there and talk shit. I'm like, bro. And then of course Disparity said it all the time. And ever since Disparity said it, I've been noticing it all the time. They always go for the profile picture. They always look at the profile picture. Oh, well, you look like this. I'm like, bitch.
They go for
fuck
the
you.
they'll go
And
for
then
the
this
profile
nigga-
picture. They'll if they're losing the fight, they'll add their friends in there to try to get their friends to back them up. And it's the whole shebang.
They may not try that shit against a Memphis nigga because that's worse.
I'll be by
I
myself
literally-
and I'll whoop all your asses. That's
I
how
literally
sure I'm
spend
about
most
it.
of my Twitter fucking grilling women to fucking stand their fucking ground without the need of fucking support, bro. You are not about to come tell me that a woman is weak because they don't have, like, sit your ass up, bitch. Are you serious right now?
That's funny. That's hilarious.
Women don't even have that support barrier.
I heard
I'm
dumb
no,
shit,
like,
but
That's part of the reason why I'm fucking goddamn single now. Shit. You got too many goddamn women fucking can't fucking. I don't mind the complaining. I get you got issues. That's the first thing.
Yeah.
It's different when, okay, one day you sit there and say, okay, this is going on, et cetera, I'm going through a thing. But then a couple hours later, you sit there and say, okay, I want to do this, that, and that about it. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's progress. That's you trying to do something. Then you sitting here every single goddamn day, woe is me, please, everybody say sorry, mommy, to me, woo-woo my pussy and tits, do this, do that, and everything else, and give me fucking attention. No, stay your ass weak.
Oh my gosh.
Look at almost every fucking female I fucking follow.
Woo, that's funny.
None of them do that shit. None of them do that shit.
Knuckles over there like,
You know what?
Like, bro, I am over this fucking playing weak bullshit all the time.
Hey.
Get up and get off your ass and fucking change your shit if you want it changed so goddamn badly.
True.
Yeah.
It's like at this point you're crying for attention and crying for these motherfuckers to give you money, and then once they give you the money or the money runs out, that ain't this terrible ass fucking person. But it was okay when you were going through a fucking thing and they were throwing you a whole buttload of money for it. And pandering to your fucking goddamn thirst traps and your goddamn selfies.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's what
I
pisses
posted
me
that.
off.
I'm sorry, but regardless, one, they're lying to you. Two, you're still fucking weak at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Because you're doing nothing to change yourself. And I said what the fuck I said. That's why I'm single.
Hey, you know what?
Find me a woman who will live up to the shit she says. Give me one. Give me one. And I guarantee you, all the ones who actually do that, 9 times out of 10 are taken. Stop me when I'm fucking lying.
No, that or they dealing with some drama themselves.
Let's talk about this for a second. So here's the thing: is I dated and got married in I got married in 2010. So like things were already kind of on a weird trajectory at the time. But Mr. Sonic Buster and I, like, we'll look at each other and be like, if this were happening right now, if we were like in the like, hey, I'm interested in like settling down and meeting people, and looked out my door or looked at Twitter or looked at the internet any fucking day, be like, you know what? Being single is fucking amazing. I'd rather not go to jail.
Yo.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Especially.
One more thing.
I just wouldn't. I just wouldn't do it. I would not do it now.
Oh, to God, bro. That shit, like, I literally started blocking hella words because of that shit, bro. I got literally sick of seeing it.
I never knew you could do that.
I mean, it's
you can mute certain words, because I definitely muted that stupid ass fucking emote that means rape me.
Wait, what emote?
Oh,
wow. The fuck? What emote?
Wait, what?
Huh?
That woo-woo bullshit y'all love to do. That shit means rape me.
Oh, yeah. That's fucked up. I just feel like it's
don't nobody want to answer for that shit, but y'all love doing that bullshit.
Nah, that's my first time hearing that. I'll be honest with you.
What, uwu?
Yeah,
uwu. Talking about uwu?
Yeah, because one day, I don't know. Y'all gotta understand, I'm 38 years old. I don't keep track of all these ridiculous ass emotes y'all do. I'm a firm believer in saying what the fuck is on your mind. So some told me to go look up what the fuck that emote meant. I said that no question asked. Found the form. Question was asked. What does this emo mean? Motherfucker put down in some fucking groups and cases that emo means rape me.
It
So
doesn't.
in some, but
Somebody
say,
was
no,
fucking with
It
you.
doesn't. Yeah, that's a
Sorry,
bad
dude.
form.
No. I didn't ask the question. Somebody else asked it. I just read the forums on it.
yeah, but
It
you gotta
doesn't
be
mean
careful.
they weren't
with shit like-
fucking with them.
All right. Where's that forum? And I kind of need to report it to the FBI because it's not what that is.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah.
what that is.
I was gonna say that's the first time I ever heard of that.
Yeah, that's first time, but like it's just.
I was about to
like,
say,
it
wait a
came out
minute.
weird.
Everybody was like, wait a minute, hold on, wait.
Yeah,
The
no.
emo
Oh,
supposed
what's
to be
wrong? You
using-
little precious goddamn emo can't use it no more? What the fuck?
Dude,
No,
dude,
no,
it's
it's
So
not that.
Okay, hold on, hold on.
What's so bad about you
Whoa.
speaking your mind, bro?
No,
What
that's
I'm
not it.
saying,
Dude.
that's not what it is. We're
That's not what
saying
it is.
that's not what it is. Because it's been used for way before that. And even then, when they said in some groups, you kind of basically put the answer right there in itself. In some
Weeb shit.
groups.
Look at me.
Yeah.
It's weeb shit. I was a weeb. I
Hey.
was a hardcore weeb like all of my life. I'm not even gonna lie.
That too.
I was
That
like,
is weeb
I'm
shit. I
so
don't-
I was so much of a weeb that I was like, I am above the other weebs. I am king of the weebs.
Oh,
Anyway, so here we are.
I believe it.
Uwu is just like an exclamation, and it's really over exaggerated shit when girls are overly excited about things, and it came to be used sexually in some situations, but not like rape me, more like, hey,
It's like the ada thing. Like almost
ada
it's kinda
ada,
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
But no,
It's
but
the
you-
same
but-
shit, different words.
oh man, that's wild.
Nah, that's
It's
tough.
stupid.
But I don't-
stupid weeb
but-
shit.
but
you
it's
know.
stupid, and I won't, and I don't blame you for muting it. Like I don't blame
don't
you for
either.
if you feel like you wouldn't need to mute it because it is. I ain't gonna lie, it is annoying.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
God,
no.
especially in certain groups, it does get overplayed.
Just don't look at the furry woo right.
Yeah, I see that.
No, that's another emo. That's the OWO one. I know what 13 talking about.
Oh, okay.
I found that out actually the same day I found out when I looked up the woo woo one. Dead
Oh,
serious.
don't be talking about furries and stuff like that. You'd be surprised. I saw dogging in my park when I was 16. Changed
Oh
me
yeah,
shit,
them
turned me
motherfuckers come for
straight.
you, bro. You talking about them.
That turned me straight in a minute. I ran home. I was like washing myself. I was
Let
like,
me
nah,
see if I can find
I'm
where I
gonna be
found that at
paranoid.
because it's been a while since I looked it up.
Oh, okay.
But,
See,
like-
see, this man came up with some old ass news. We over here thinking like this is breaking CNN news or some shit.
No,
This man said,
I
done
never.
stuff
No,
already."
I would have said that.
I'm
Yeah.
fucking with you. I'm
I'm
fucking.
Oh,
so bad.
But
Yeah,
no,
wow.
like it's in the anime circles, it's just some like cutesy, cringy bullshit. That's literally all it is.
Emphasis on
It's all-
cringe.
Like, so
Yeah.
much of
Fact
that
anime
shit is
still, I said
people
it.
at some point were very much like, I want to be Japanese, so I'm going to talk like the people in the anime, because that's definitely how Japanese people talk. And it's funny because the same shits that are like, you can't appropriate this, you can't appropriate culture over here, like, ew, daddy, please, harder, like some shit.
Whoa,
Listen,
Mom.
no, I want to speak on this because someone
we
who
went full head
like-
side there.
oh, here you go, right here.
Who's
Oh, no, I'll let-
appropriating culture here?
I literally just found
Not
it
that I
just that
care,
damn
but,
fast.
like-
Surprisingly enough.
right?
Here, look at this.
Hey, yo.
Look at that link.
Oh no! All right, so
Find
it's
indieanswer. Find indieanswer.com.
Oh,
That
I'm
site
sorry.
already.
I'm
That's
sorry,
just-
I went too hard with that.
Honestly,
No,
I'd
I'm
rather
just
find your
saying.
information off the Urban Dictionary.
Urban Dictionary. But someone who grew
The
up,
Urban
like,
Dictionary ain't always 100%. Because they put some shit in there, and I'm trying to figure out how the fuck does that mean? Like, matter of fact, they said snow bunnies is fucking bad at one point in the Urban Dictionary. I'm like, what the fuck?
Dude, even looking at this, it gets the oh whoa surprise, and ooh woo is like exhausted or like kind of like a blush. It's like a blushy
of,
face.
Keep
Speaking
reading.
of
Okay, yeah,
Anywho.
this shit loses me. But
Yeah, this is like
but
some.
basically is rape me or some shit. I know.
Yeah, no, that ain't it.
If you gotta
Yeah.
follow that up with or some shit,
Or some shit.
yeah, you know, it's like this motherfucker.
I mean,
doesn't know
wait.
what
How
he's
can you
talking
say that, though? Because I could say I feel like fucking or some shit. That still matters.
Oh,
no,
again,
that's
Still applies.
again,
Does it
it's
not?
wild.
But we're
Again,
talking.
it just goes back to that cutesy, cringy bullshit.
Yeah.
I get why you. I get why you would be concerned.
Yeah.
Definitely. It's more. Like I said, it's more. It's more cringy. I would get why you would mute it because it's more cringy than anything.
Oh,
Especially when
absolutely.
you got fucking weebs that don't even know a lick of Japanese, and you know they just love the weeb culture and they want to be weebs. They want to be Japanese so bad. You know they really think so. They think they're turning Japanese. They really think so. But
Yeah.
nobody's
I
gonna
wanna
get their
They
rights.
really think
no,
so.
But they don't
let
give two
me
shits
let,
about the culture. That's the fucking funny
yeah,
thing. And it's like,
Exactly.
oh, it's just because it's like they turn into Otacon from Metal Gear Solid. It's like my Japanese animes.
but
Oh.
it frustrates me because I grew up like my grandmother. She is Jamaican Chinese, right? She's
Right.
dark skinned, but because she has
You
indigenous
making me
blood.
Chinese.
Shut the
Right,
fuck
she has
up.
indigenous blood from America,
Yeah.
and she also black. So that whole demographic kicked in, and it kicked in into me as well.
Yeah.
But I learned a lot of my roots from my grandma, learning African, Chinese, and also a little bit of Japanese mythology. And a lot of the time, people be like, "Oh wow, I never knew an answer. You knew like this and that, like that." They'll be shocked because they actually think I'm just black, and that's cool. That's all right. People don't have that.
no.
Bablito,
Yeah,
when I have you to
yeah.
knock that fuck shit right off right now, my friend. You knock that
Oh,
off.
it's so
You
bad.
know what
Why
you
can't I
did. You
stop
knocked it
reading
off.
it?
I see what
God,
you
I don't
did.
wanna read this.
Call the police.
I wanna,
I'm
yeah,
about to
we'll
go.
call the police.
Yeah, I'm about to go call right now. Matter of fact, I do gotta step out here. I'm about to go step out.
Officer, right here, this one. We found it.
That's we,
That's
ladies
the
and gentlemen.
one.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got
Motherfucker
him.
named Bablito here in the chat. It's that motherfucker.
No, but
I can't.
let me
Even I can't save you, Bublito, for that one. I can't.
No, one can. But
You
let
made me
me-
take my glasses off.
you know how serious when the man takes off his gunners. But let me go back. So I grew
Alright,
up
but I
under
do gotta-
that. Alright,
Right.
peace, LG. But like, I grew up on that. And a lot of the times the connotations, they just don't respect the culture. Like you tell someone like, hey, if you send me a knife in Asian culture, that's very disrespectful. That means you're severing ties with me. Like, no. And then the fact is, you go, oh, well, I'm Japanese. Weeb's very disrespectful. Like, even a Japanese person with otaku, like, what does it mean? It means literally, like, that's like a disrespect. Someone who wants to be Japanese or something, right? I'm like, it's
Technically covers a lot of different ground. Otaku covers, the Americans who are like, I'm so Japanese. They're like, no, you're not. But it also accounts for people who live in Japan who are very into anime and manga and stuff like that, to the point where they don't function well in society. Like, what do you do with your life? Well, I sit in my room and I read
Oh,
manga.
yeah,
And
Hikikomori,
in
right?
the Japanese
Oh, demon.
community, there's this idea of them not being contributing members of society. Not always true, just like it isn't here. They're like the thoughts people have against nerd shit. They're like, nerds are so unproductive. I'm like, that's not true.
Uh-oh.
But
Hold on, I gotta.
it's the same kind of concept.
Uh-oh.
You all right?
Yeah, I think, I think Waffle had to sort out something quickly, but no, but like, I think it's called hikikomori, like people who stay in the house and they're like, but like, I'm not like, for me, I like, it pisses me
Neat.
off when someone says, you're like, you're a weeb. I'm like, I'm not no fucking weeb. I grew up in this shit, so there's a difference. Also, right, what pisses me off, black anime Twitter, like, no, anime's Japanese, what the fuck? They don't want black people in anime because
No,
Japan is
that's
still
not entirely
regressive.
true.
No, what fucks me
No,
up
no, I know, but
on
it's
black
just
anime
it's not
Twitter,
regressive.
this
It's
pisses
just
me.
still regressive. Like, like what Disbearity? Give me 1 second. It's regressive because I know you said it's not totally true, but it's like black people are not really in anime or manga, and then the thing is, when we are, it's not really shown that well because Japan still
True.
has this mindset of like what's it called? Xenophobia, and also it's a little bit racist. Someone who comes from the UK, I see those connotations a little bit. It's a lot, but I would say a little bit because they're starting to open up a bit more.
Wait,
They're starting to open
No,
up.
no,
Wait,
I
so black people aren't shown well in anime? Okay, so fuck Kaname Townsend?
No, like
No, hold on. Let's talk.
Yeah, that's not.
No, it's Japanese stuff when it is dealing with foreigners and anybody who is not natively Japanese, including people who are like half Japanese, half Korean and shit. They're like, you're not Japanese, not even remotely.
Yeah.
Like they're very like, you are over there because you are not us, which is racist, but also in like the medium, it means that everything is a stereotype, which I love because I think it's hilarious. Like I love like Bandit Keith and I love Samurai Champloo and I love like these random things that like, oh, what was it, Durarara, where you've got the Russian guy in the bar who's just like, yes, I am the Russian guy. Like you're like, it's the Russian guy.
Did a good job
What
on
the
the
hell?
black
Now,
guy.
really-
That was
They
cool.
really did. Durarara did
What
really.
really-
Yeah,
what
cause
really, like, gets
oh
me-
yeah, one more thing.
Hey,
Or
what-
Shizo's ass, like when he whooped someone's ass so bad that he beat him out of there until they see they draws, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, what really pisses me off in the black anime community is when us as black creators, they say, well, we don't have enough characters. Well, okay, if you say that we don't have enough characters, quit appropriating these already made characters like, oh, my
Right.
Bakugo, oh, my Deku. Okay, let them be them. And they're like, well, there's so many white characters. Well, first off, they're technically not white. On paper, they
True.
they look white on paper, but they're technically Japanese, which is why if in those types of animes, while they say, oh, Tokyo should, Tokyo, X, Y, Z, da 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 da. This is why, okay? So if you want to be represented, okay, why don't you get your friends, a group of animators and black folks, look at some black mythology from Africa or look at some black American history and start to make your own characters. But then they're like, shut up, coon. I'm like, what you're saying? So what I'm saying is, I want some more black characters. I'm saying to get some new characters based on us, X, Y, and Z from our mythology. But you're calling me a coon because we technically want the same. We technically want the same thing, except all you want to do is just hug Bakugo or Deku all day. Okay, that's
See, here's
literally.
the thing.
That
Is
requires work.
original IPs take effort, and the thing is I am never like generally offended by a character who is written as who they are. But when you take another character that already has a fucking story, especially ones that have been around for like 100 years at this point, why are you fucking with that? Make something new. It's great. We need more new shit. We have way too. I love nostalgic shit. Like, I really do. But the thing is, we have too much. Like, we need new stories. We need new characters. Stop going and shoehorning, like, this
Sonic,
character.
Sonic, to be fair, if that's the case, then they really need to stop the Flash from going back in time and rewarping the whole damn world almost every 5 years.
I hate
I know that.
By the way, there is a black anime studio anyways.
Yeah.
Whoops.
You're not going to.
I mean, I ain't opposed to that being a thing. Like, if they're inspired by anime and they want to make anime that includes black characters, more power to them. I ain't mad.
No, I don't think they're working on like things like One Piece and all that, but they haven't even made something of that nature. I'm like, if you're an anime studio and you're getting hollered by people like Ichiro Oda, those kind of creators, manga creators, why don't you go and these people that are asking for it do that? Back to Disparity's point, I said I don't see there's like, if you're gonna draw yourself as an anime character and you're a black person, cool, do that, right? Nothing against that, right? But then it's just the way you go about it and say we need more characters and we need this. I'm like, but that's not your job. And if you are if you want to see these characters, why don't you go to these black anime studios or someone who's in the industry who's maybe Japanese and they've seen the Western world, or someone who is a Hafu who's black and Japanese, or those type of creators, and speak on it. But they don't want to do that.
Bro, you got too many people nowadays, and this is just in general, who quit to complain. Like I said, that's partly why I hate social media, because everybody think, let's go complain on social media and see how many people we can get on our side instead of actually doing anything about anything. That's my overall problem with people.
Can I go in on this?
No. Why? I'm just kidding.
That's where you're like a translator, like Waffle. So I'm like, you can break that down deep for.
Yeah. I mean, for God's sake,
You
we
know,
got that.
Yeah, like
But-
this man
Yeah.
knows the culture. He should
Okay,
like
so this
he's
is the
probably
shit that-
breaking it down more than I can.
So this is the shit that fucking pisses me off. All right, so because I know plenty of fucking artists, quote unquote. Well, they'll take characters from anime and video games, and then they'll fucking race swap them. And I'm just sitting there going, dude, I thought we were against blackface. This literally putting them in fucking blackface, and it's some of the dumbest shit. This is okay. So like one big fucking example. Well, kind of. It happens a lot in Genshin Impact Twitter, which is already a fucking cesspool hellhole. But so many of them fucking do it. And some of these dumb motherfuckers will see somebody that's tan, see an anime character that's tan, and you're like, well, no, it's posing as black. When does getting a fucking tan, when does getting out in the sun
Saw
and getting
that.
your skin darker, when does that make you black?
You're tanning on the beach because you want to be black, bitch. Just
Yeah,
admit it.
yeah,
But
yeah.
Just admit it. Just
it's-
admit it. Don't argue. You cannot. It's because you want to be black, not because you don't want to be like the beacons of Gondor.
right, but
No.
The
it's
beacons
like,
of Gondor.
Go and say to all the bitches, no, why don't you want to be white when you're bleaching?
But one big example of this was in like the most recent anime, My Dress Up Darling, which is fucking awesome and I adore it. For her cosplay, she tanned, and then people started having issues with that. Like, oh, she's trying to be black. No, she's not trying to be black. You stupid motherfucker. She's cosplaying a character, and then people will try to fucking Americanize it. I'm gonna say this for the dumbasses in the fucking back. Anime is not Western. It has never been. Shut the fuck up.
I've got a fun story for you.
We it's
I-
not our. It's not ours. It's not ours. It never was ours. The fact that we can fucking watch and read mangas, that's a privilege given to us by them, by the Japanese, by Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Because they actually don't even want our fucking money. Like half the time, like they're like,
Yeah.
we're gonna cancel this in America, and they're like, okay, that's fine, whatever.
Yeah, like at this
Bye.
point, I'm just sitting here thinking, no, these motherfuckers just don't like anime in general.
Mm-hmm.
Stop trying to fucking like y'all have such a fucking issue with colonization.
Yep.
Shit like this. And yeah, you're gonna fucking try to colonize something that's not even your own fucking culture. Shut the fuck up,
Exactly.
bumblefuck.
Yeah.
Don't blame
And
you.
one of my biggest fucking examples is from My Hero Academia. There's a whole big tiff where people were saying one of the characters, Mina Ashido, my waifu, and saying she was black because her hair is just a little bit puffy and she can break dance.
That's because
I'm sorry.
That's because
Did not
they
realize
color
that
code.
black folk
Ain't-
had that fucking had just that was their culture. Fun fact, it's fucking not. And more times often than not, Asians are pretty much better break dancers than most black crews. And I'm just gonna say that right now. And
can't
it's
lie.
I'm not fucking lying.
Yeah, you got quite a few mountains you willing to down. I see.
Let's see, but like I've seen some now, like I've seen
I
some
approve.
Japanese.
But it fucking pisses me off.
I've seen some
That
Japanese.
they'll
queens
just
some
do this
craziness.
shit, and they'll just it's like and going back to the tanning thing, gyarus. If you don't-
Gyaru, that's where I was going with it.
I love
Yeah.
gyarus. I
Go with it.
love them. I follow some gyarus, and I absolutely love them. They tan, and then it's like
yes.
you're like, and they're calling them black. Like,
Hold on.
fucking
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? Because I studied this.
go on.
Like actually. So Gyaru fashion was born out of the idea of Japanese girls who wanted to be more like the women from Jersey, the white women from New Jersey in the US. So they tried
wild.
to tan and they wore the lighter colors, and then I love it
Bruh.
that it went first circle. You will recognize this one because you're all at least as old as I am.
And
Is it goes full circle because fucking Nicki Minaj was a huge fan of Gyaru, so we have a black girl emulating Japanese girls who are trying to emulate white girls, and it's amazing. And I love this circle. I could sit here all day and watch this and be very entertained. Like,
exactly.
God, thank God I fucking
this is
scroll
great.
past a lot
I
of stuff
love
on
this.
Twitter.
It's
Thank
so
God.
dumb and it pisses me off. Just
Bro,
beyond
wow.
or they'll try to say my favorite fucking thing is when people were trying to this dude got fucking ratioed to hell and back for this one. But when when My Dress Up Darling
Stop. Wait, Waffle. What the fuck is ratio on?
It's
Oh,
when it's when you usually get more comments than retweets or likes, basically.
yeah.
Or
Yeah.
vice
Oh,
versa.
'cause I really only normally see that when I see text.
So let's say example really. Let's say I say that I don't My Hero Academia is the most shittiest anime of all, right? Then people are gonna be like, well, here goes this big fucking ratio right here.
Get
If I got like
yep.
let's say like this. Let's say I got like 300 likes and like 6,000 quote retweets. That's a ratio. I got ratioed.
It means more people are clowning on you.
Yes,
for
basically.
the dumb
okay. No, it makes sense.
And that's when people come out of the booth say you got your ass beaten the quote retweets and all that shit.
but my favorite this has been my favorite fucking ratio recently is this dude because there's a lot of like kind of sexualization in My Dress Up Darling, because anime.
Never heard of it.
It's really good. It's really cute. But it's so this dude is like, oh, there's all these bet a man made this. Guess what? It's made by a woman.
Lamau.
A woman is drawing big titties and nice ass.
I just find it funny how people complain about
Some
these
women
anime
just really
hentai
like big tits.
that are, and they're actually literally wrote by women. I find that to be pretty damn hilarious.
It's
And
fine.
here's the best thing. Here's the best thing, and I love this fact. All within all manga writers, mangakas, 77% of them are female.
This is
70
accurate.
It is a woman dominated field. And a lot of them are just drawing big titties and nice asses and sexy women.
They know what's gonna get people to read they and look at they shit. Sex sells. I will say this till I'm fucking blue in the face. Sex sells. People really need to get over it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I honestly, I just think they just like big titties, just the same as us guys.
They're just.
Everybody.
Here's the thing.
It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, sex still sells. That's all that matters.
But
I
Pretty much.
I draw. I love drawing. And when I draw people, when I draw women specifically,
You
sometimes
haven't
they got
drawn me yet.
Are you gonna teach me how to draw?
No.
Why?
Sometimes they got little titties, but most of the time they got big old titties.
Yeah,
I
y'all
can
see how
relate,
Sonic treat me.
so I do it.
Y'all see how Sonic treat me.
I like it.
And Sonic, you don't want to teach me how to draw? I'm a new learner.
Like,
She draw and all this stuff, make music, all this stuff. I try to get stuff from her. You just say fuck Riddler and everything. It's fine though. Whatever. It's fine. You see, no, matter of fact, where your husband? I want to talk to him. I'm gonna tell him about you. That's what I'm gonna do. Where your husband at? Have a discussion with him. He'll probably agree with me.
All right.
He probably will.
Bottom line,
I'm gonna go
Bottom line.
ahead and pretty much say this real quick before we go ahead and wrap up. Is that first of all, don't try.
We are.
Well, I'm gonna say this real quick. It doesn't take much to respect one's culture.
True.
It doesn't take much to respect one culture in their way, how they run things. It doesn't take much though. But somehow, motherfuckers just want to complicate things. That's all it is. Like, it's pretty much cutting. It's not always cutting dry as that, but that's pretty much the basic thing about it. Like, respect. When it comes down to the Japanese culture, I respect it. I love anime. Hell, fuck it. I love Final Fantasy, goddammit. Shit. Fuck you know. And I still would say Titus is whack. So
Is whack.
And
Heck,
also,
I'm calling the cops on you right now. Fuck
and
you.
also,
And I'm so
hey,
glad that you said Titus.
Kamari
Because Titus.
I mean, Titus can't beat lightning, so I ain't trying to.
All right. Let's be honest. Aki, let's be honest here. Kamari was the worst protagonist ever. Okay, he just sat there and did nothing. He garbage. Never used my party.
Bro, he's actually not that bad if you look up some goddamn bills for his ass.
I'm gonna teach you how to play.
But you shouldn't have to look up build. If you gotta look up how to build a character, that's bad. And I'll die on that mountain.
Oh yeah, one more thing, Bones is stupid.
Hey, Lightning can kick Cloud's ass, Lightning can kick Titus' ass, and that's all true, and I can base it on actual facts and accolades. Enough said.
This guy.
You
know what?
The only person who could give Lightning an actual fight is Ona. She will give Lightning a legit fight. And that's because she's a summoner.
You know?
That would be a good fight. I would gladly pay to see that fight.
Final Fantasy 10-2 Yuna or 10 regular Yuna?
Both.
Oh shit.
Both. She will give Lightning a fight. Cloud and Titus? No. Lightning would destroy both of them easily.
No, I'm gonna counter you though, because Luna needs Titus for the power of love and friendship.
Fuck the power of love and friendship. Luna's a fucking summoner.
Not that.
She needs Titus.
Mm.
That's why she spent the entire second game X2 looking for that nigga.
Hell, yeah. I thought she was just mad at everybody said she wanted to take over shit. I was fine with that too. Not being fun. I'm being dead serious. I was fine with a new attitude in 10-2. No joke.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, everybody trying to take over, especially with new Yevon. Let me not forget starting on their bitch asses. But my thing is, though, on some real stuff, I respect it. I respect what they did. I respect what they done, and I always thank them. Now, that also said, I'm also going to go into one more thing.
Oh, slow it up before you go into that last thing. Sonic, does it make sense to you now about me? Why I say the stuff I say?
Did it not make sense to me before?
I'm asking. I just need you to give me a yes or no to that.
Yeah, he said no lip. Yes or no?
You know what?
No, I actually wasn't saying it like that. I was actually, I actually wasn't saying it like that. For once, I actually really wasn't.
Do I understand you better from today? I think I understand you about the same. So we're gonna go like, not yes,
but definitely not no.
But not no.
Okay, I can live with that. I'll take that.
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, the last thing I want to talk about really is this. Now, first of all, I would like to go ahead and say that the topics we have been talking about is actually dope. This one I want to go ahead and go into is pretty much something I have been looking at. And that is the fact that
come on with this dramatic effect, bro.
The fact that some people will leave a goddamn on the platform, go back to the same platform they say they swore up and down, they're not gonna go back.
I was.
I know what he's talking about.
Oh no.
I know what he's talking about. Oh shit! I know who he's talking about. Oh god.
We talking about Akika? I'm out of the loop now.
Yeah, I'm lost. What?
Now.
Say the name, man. You can't say all that and not say the name, man.
Look, I know I'm gonna lose friendship with this guy, but look, I can't see the point over the fact about racial stuff. look, I'm sorry. I'm a nigga through and through. Fuck it, I don't give a damn about it.
Oh,
So,
for real? I did not know that.
Well, yeah, I
Wow,
didn't know that.
that's a shocker to
Yeah.
me. Wow, wow, oh my
I
God,
thought
dude.
you were
Wow.
Native American.
Wow,
Oh, my
Wow,
bad.
dude.
I thought you
My
were
bad.
just American, bro. Shit.
I need a
Yeah,
drink
shit,
after
man.
that one. Good Lord, I got
Oh
some in the
God,
refrigerator.
this is a shell shock. Damn.
First of
And I thought your
all,
parents were black
let's
all
go
the
ahead and say
time.
this right now. I understand if you don't want to be in somewhere that is gonna make you uncomfortable. You don't have to stay in a place where it doesn't make you comfortable. Let's go ahead and put that out there. True.
Very true.
Very true. Do what you have to do what's best for you, and and anyone that has something to say, well, fortunately, well, that's their opinion. My thing is that I always look at this shit. There are some people out there that done it. Um, some made me like, but I've been keeping people like third people as acquaintance level for a lot of reasons.
Fair.
Man, this
And
Don't
that's
worry.
bad. Why?
this dramatic
It's
not a
effect
bad
is,
thing.
No, it's not a bad thing because see, half of I'm talking about like pretty much. Also, another thing I want to also say is that when it comes to music shit, that's even more worse because
I wanted to get into that a bit tonight. You brought up like, in the industry when they're real loud and they like yell about you and you lose your jobs. I'm like, yeah, but what we're not talking about is what I've talked to a few of you about being canceled before. Mine was not loud. Being canceled for me was not like a Twitter mafia moment. It was a we will not work with you and our friends will not work with you and you are blacklisted in this industry and this company won't work with you and that one won't work with you. But we're not going to tell you. We're going to tell each other and you're going to find out some other way. And it's not going to be on Twitter. It's not going to be on Facebook. They're just going to see what you say and then your career is over.
Man, here's the thing about that. I really want to go into that anyways because first of all, I've been in the industry. I had not been in the industry as far as major was, because I'm a music producer and I've been doing it for like 12 years, ever since I was 18. Started from making beats on my goddamn granddad's compact Rosario computer that has like a Pentium processor in the shit back in 2010. To having a gaming setup to now where I can pretty much do all my stuff and have all this wonderful equipment I have here. But the thing is about is that in Memphis, there's a lot of concerns I want to go for because you see, politics, especially on the local scene, can get pretty messy. Because especially if you're someone who wants to create music and just be on some business shit and not want to be on the personal stuff because you work with this dude. Oh, I don't know why the hell you work with this dude. You know, like I'm like, bro. First of all, I ain't swore loyalty to your ass.
Yeah, that's fair.
So let's go ahead and put it out here. Second of all, it's business, nothing personal. But hey, don't worry, no love lost. Sure, you know what I'm saying? And
honestly, it is a world currently that I hate living in because what I want to do is make music and have people listen to it and go, wow, this shit's awesome. I think I'll support it. We'll have fun together listening to this. We'll do shit. But what it turns into, that's not what we get. We get, oh, you're a girl. We need you on our team. I'm like, fuck you.
Here's the thing, and I think Sonic can agree with what I'm gonna say about this. Unfortunately, this ain't the 90s and early 2000s where the mentality was business is business, pleasure is pleasure. You don't mix the two. You don't mix your personal stuff with your pleasure stuff. You don't mix your personal stuff with your business stuff. It's not like that anymore. So I can see, said Sonic's concern, I can see Ataki's concern as far as the music industry. Like I said, I don't know much about the music industry. I will not speak on that. I would sound like an idiot. But I can say I know enough and I've been through enough experiences and dealt with enough people to know that the mindset is not that anymore. Everybody's putting everything into one thing when that's not the case anymore. Dead serious.
Yeah, and also, especially in Memphis, it's like I gotta tread carefully because that's a lot of shit that goes on. Some of these rappers, though, man, they be about that life. And if I pretty much mess with anyone, if they're off, let's say if I done something with this artist A, but that person, that artist A's op is the one I also work with next afterwards. And artist A finds out, now I'm in some shit because I pretty much decided to work with someone. I just work with someone because I fuck with their sound, and I think my sound can just go ahead and help them pretty much be a good thing. We have some of the same ideals. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and make a track. That's the whole point. Music in the business. All I want to go ahead look, like I said before, I ain't swore loyalty to your goddamn ass. One and two, it's not like I pretty much said, it's business with me. And I'm gonna say it to you first of all, it's business with me. Let's go ahead and put it
See, I'll give you a perfect example of talking that and what the difference in and how it, in my opinion at least, probably several other people probably would agree with this, how it should be. Unless it's stated in a contract or some shit, you can't speak about XYZ or you can't talk about XYZ. In no way, shape, or form should that be evaluated into if they want to do business with you or not. Like me, due to the nature of my job and what's all in it and everything else, I can't speak on certain things, mainly political. I already wasn't, but now I legitly have it in writing. I can't speak political shit. And that's just how it is. But due to the nature of my job, I understand why I can't. You see what I mean? Whereas my last job, and I've stated this openly, they tried to force me to take the vaccine. And I walked out only for them 2 months later to call me and tell me to come back. I said, I'm still not getting vaccinated. So what you want to do at that point, it's on you. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So the way that we want it to be with the way that the music industry is I'm not gonna lie, I didn't have my image up here at first. I started to change my icon and shit because I try to keep my politics and my personal beliefs and my religion and stuff off of social media with my music. What do I do with my music channels? Music. Fuck with it. I'm glad you do. Don't like it? Don't listen. I don't want you to listen to my stuff or not listen to it because of my politics or what I do or do not think. That's not why I do this. If it connects with you, awesome. If it doesn't, that's okay. I ain't mad. But here's the thing is me being on this podcast, like one person like that I follow or something, if it gets posted and they go, oh, I saw Sonic, she has ideas, I won't work with her. Sonic, are you sure that you want to be over there? You know, those like, I'm not even gonna repeat it because I don't say that shit. It's one of those things like, oh, they're like, oh, you're so racist. I'm like, I can't even like out my mouth. I can't even, I can't with it. So like, I have no idea what you people are on about.
Half
But
of them motherfuckers are fickle as hell. Let's go ahead and be honest on that shit. Like,
it's fair.
If they
but here's the thing.
Fuck.
There are people in the industry that I respect who know what my stances are, who know what my personal beliefs are. And as long as those things are not out public, they will work with me forever. That goes public, that shit goes away. It's not because they don't like me, but it's a publicity issue now. And everybody's gotta have, you know, they're saying it, and now it's dangerous to be around me. And I don't want to do that for other artists who are willing to work with me because they're really freaking awesome people that are just stuck working in the same industry. So here's the thing. I'm not gonna go deep into being canceled because some of you in chat I recognize you, so you've already heard some of this story. But as far as coming from being canceled, yeah, it definitely made me nervous for keeping my stuff separate. At first I was like real fire and brimstone about it, like, yeah, fuck you, I will say what I want and do what I want and stuff like that. But the thing is I was like thinking that there was a political side or something like that that would catch me as a creative individual or whatever that wasn't necessarily political, but I was wrong. See, the left will listen, the left or the industry or whatever will listen to my stuff, and a lot of them genuinely enjoy it. And
Wait,
then
wait,
when
wait,
I
wait, wait,
hold
wait.
on,
You mean
hold
left
on.
in the music scene, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's
Yes.
okay. Continue.
Yes.
Okay, because I'm about to say, wait a minute here. What?
Hold on.
Mhm.
I mean, I am speaking politically. And so I had this idea in my mind for a short time that, you know, I could rebuild my audience in a different scene. And I guess at the time I was thinking, like, draw a more conservative audience, a little bit right, a little bit less of some of the crazy shit that I see. And the thing is, it didn't work. They don't. I'm too strong. I'm too opinionated. I'm too loud. I don't talk about politics enough. Here's the thing: a lot of successful artists who are being supported, conservative and right, even like right of center, like levels where you've been shoved there and you just live there now because people have said, okay, well now you're on the right because I said you are. Even there's just like the floor fell through. So I went from having shitty support to having no support.
Mm-hmm.
And so what that taught me and what I'm still kind of in the midst of figuring out how to do with my life is I love the people that I work with, even if they don't, you know, always reciprocate my ideas. I don't care if we agree on anything, really, honestly, as long as they make good shit, they're decent people otherwise, and like that's it. So yeah, I don't connect these things because I'm happy working where I work with the people that I work with, even if they're different. And the thing is I know that the same would not be afforded to me, and that does upset me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing.
But
Now, you know where the problem was at. You knew what you needed to do. You sat there and you tried to figure out a way to make it work to where you were still able to do what you love and still be able to make progress with that.
Yeah.
That, even though you had that counseling, you got off your ass.
Yeah.
And you found a way to make it work.
Yes.
That's how you get my respect.
Thanks.
You get it now? You
Yeah.
didn't sit there and let that counseling keep you down and let everybody keep kicking you down and telling you it's okay.
You're asking from the thing from Twitter earlier. That was a complete misunderstanding that you and I have
I'm
already
asking in
cleared
general,
up.
baby. Baby, you gotta understand, I say a lot of shit.
I follow. We're good. It's fine, I get you. So yes, the answer is yes, not no, if that's
You're not
what you were
weak.
trying to
That's
get
what
at.
I'm saying.
No, I went to the bottom and had to start over again. And the thing is I am really nervous about
And that's all I look for in women. That's all I fucking look for. Holy shit, how is that hard?
I look for that in people. I look for that in people is okay.
I mean,
You're in a shit situation.
as far as I'm concerned, I can't make excuses
Yeah.
for men, dear. I can't make excuses for men.
I'm not making excuses for anybody. No one.
That's the thing. Because I can sit there and I can use myself as an example every single time. And I can sit there and say, hey, I had absolute zero. And no support, no nothing. And I still got all of this. By myself.
I didn't get here by myself. Now, there are things that I've accomplished on my own that could not be accomplished by anyone other than me. And
Very much so.
I don't mean that in a narcissistic sense. I mean that in a
No,
like if
everybody
I
has shit they need. They
right.
they
If
do
I
by
didn't
they.
make the it's our conversation earlier is if you don't make the effort, shit isn't just gonna show up and go, hey, you want a prize? You think
Exactly.
you get it for not doing anything. Like that's not how that works. That's not how
Perfect
life
example.
works.
I can sit here and tell Disbearity whatever I want to tell him. At the end of
Yeah.
the day, if Disbearity don't fucking get up off his ass and do it, guess what I
That's
just
it.
did? I
Yeah.
wasted my goddamn time saying anything to you.
Yeah,
Because
Aki,
you're not taking it in.
yeah, Aki, you up here supposed to be about beats and games and
Aki,
still playing
perfect
them
example.
beats.
I sat there and told him that he was sitting there talking about he missed the beats and games. They ain't played a game in almost 3 months. Next week, this motherfucker come to me straight up. Hey, look here. I just started this fucking Laura Croft shit.
But really, he's supposed
That
to start
means
Final Fantasy.
he took what I said. Clearly, he thought about it. And you know what? He got off his ass and he did something about that problem.
But now, really, you need to hop back on him because he doing all these beats now and not enough games.
Well,
He's supposed to be doing Final Fantasy.
I mean, the man has a job too. I mean, I can't knock him on that. So I can understand he has a job, and his music takes at least 4+ hours to do. So I can't get on him hardcore. Now, if you get about 3 or 4 months in, then I question it. That's the difference. I gotta give a little leeway. I do analyze what people do,
I'm
man.
gonna say this. To be fair, I know you're joking, Disbearity, but here's me going ahead and gonna say it like this right here. To be fair, I have been networking pretty much as of late on that.
That's it.
That's all.
Just one more thing to add because I know Aki's getting tired and all that. I just feel like with all that, being cancelled and all that, man got cancelled recently. But I was like, it's what it is. But I just feel like with all this kind of people, when you tell people, oh well, it's a lighthearted joke, take it, they really just don't want to hear that. They just want to say, you're wrong, and never want to hear you out. And I've always, like I said earlier, if you don't want to hear what I have to say, wait, Riddle, if you don't want to hear what I have to say, right, you instantly just jump into conclusions, or go fuck yourself. I don't want to hear what you have to say because you don't want to hear what I have to say or resolve it. It's just so stupid. Simple things on the internet. Most disputes could be solved with a simple conversation.
Hey, I tell anybody, any given time, my DMs are open at any given time. I hide, I run from no one. And I stand by. A lot you got too many people who literally are getting yes man and told that them being stayed down at the bottom, being miserable is okay.
Yeah. You're scared of someone.
That's why I hate that fucking emote. Oh, it's okay. Woo woo. What the fuck, bro? That shit is not okay.
The way he says it kills me.
Because that emote is so fucking stupid. I hate it.
For me,
overly positive ass bullshit. Like, fuck out of here, dude.
Has 64 fucking followers. Fuck out of here. I ain't gonna go and fly to the United States of America.
Wait. Hold on. I gotta ask you something. Are you taking your information from people with no profile pictures?
Me?
Yeah.
No, fuck no.
Oh, okay. I'm just making sure. I'm like,
no, Riddler, hear me out. This bitch, right? With the emote, right? You know how you had the emote situation, right? And you didn't like it.
Yeah.
Right? I said to this person, hey, could you stop this in their stream? Because, hey, you know what? Your emote is like, at the time you went up my neck sideways. I know you were joking around. Cool. I'm fair enough. A joke between me and you, your whole community joined in. And I said, hey, could you stop? Because I wasn't going through a lot of, at that time, because some people were attacking my family because they didn't like the shit that I was saying on Twitter and going on and trying try groom me with a child. They went on my Pinterest and I kid you not, I deleted the DMs and all that. Try and groom me to a child and say, oh, how old? When I found out she told me she was 15, she said, oh, I want to be friends. I'm like, cool. As soon as I got the chance, I blocked her because why? I don't do that. I don't do that. That's not me. And obviously, if she had asked me, like, so I told her to stop with the emote. it pissed me off to the point I was like, it's trolling. I'm like, cool. I'm a troll. I can take things on go. But when people tell me to stop, I'll stop.
Yeah,
Right?
totally understandable.
So I was like, you know what? The only way I'm gonna respond is you're an artist, I'm an artist, I'm gonna respond. So I made a horror comic. Then the bitch went on like I was going to kill her, even though I said in the description of it, when I posted it, all no, don't take offense to it. It's all fun and games, right? I mentioned the guy in it who I'm having this kind of art rivalry with, and it's positive and all that. All they said, no, you wanna kill her, you're alluding to killing. I'm like, bro, it's horror. What do you expect? First of all, you didn't even give me the chance to explain myself and all that. And I had to go and explain myself, and then all that, and Disbearity's telling me, why the fuck should you care? And it's back what I said earlier. You don't want to hear what I have to say. Go fuck yourself.
I
And
mean, like,
like
I said,
let me finish. The guy who was defending her at the I said, stop defending a bitch that you're never gonna sleep with. Never. And I'm sorry to fuck yourself. Nah, you told me fuck you, and I'm a mess, right? And you
hey, some people, some men literally, and I hate that shit. Some men will literally sit on social media and defend a woman, even though they know clear as fucking day they wrong.
Thank you.
I bullshit you not. They will literally do that. They will literally do that.
And then the thing is, the guy had the audacity to go and tell me people are still people on the fucking internet. You just told me to go fuck myself, yeah, and I'm a mess, and people ain't people on the internet. Go fuck yourself. Fuck. And if people,
I mean,
say,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you, boss man. Somebody tell me to go fuck myself, I'll probably send them a video of myself actually doing it. But that's a whole nother discussion.
That's savage.
That's a power move. That's a power move.
But I'm just saying, you go and tell people. This is why I don't like people who say they're pronoun Andes, Black Lives, put the power fist, and all those allies. Right? It pisses me the fuck off because those are the first people to go and say the most out of landed shit.
That is true. That's true.
Back to what Waffle said about the anime thing, and I'm gonna stop because I know Aki wants to sleep. I'm sorry, Aki. I'm just gonna go and just say my shit. Right? This, it's like. I think what's the character in My Hero, the bunny girl, if you know Waffle.
Sorry?
The bunny girl in My Hero. The bunny girl.
Yeah,
I think she's tanned, right?
Yeah.
People were saying she was black, and she's why isn't her voice and then you see your ally go, why isn't her character voiced by a black person? And then they said someone did some research, she was voiced by a black person. Oh, she don't sound black, bitch. What the fuck you just said? That's some racist shit. Why do you think without him? This is why I said I can't trust motherfuckers like that. They say the most racist, homophobic shit out there, and when you call them out for it, you're the one in the wrong. Fuck out of here. Fuck you. Fuck your white knighting. I know I'm guilty of it, but when people check me, I'm willing to dumb down and go, yo. Oh, my DMs are open. Shouts out Riddler. Shouts out everyone for letting me have this. Voice my opinion, but go fuck yourself if you're not willing to hear me out. And if I'm not willing to hear you out, it's because you said something so retarded I don't want to hear yourself. Go fuck yourself again. My bad, I'm out.
Nah. Here's the thing. I laugh at the white knighters with a passion because I know, and you could tell when they're gonna come out too. That's the funny part. Like, I could literally go through a whole thread and just know for a fact if I comment on it disagreeing, I know one of they little bitch babe fuck boys are gonna come out and try to say something to me. I just be waiting on them. I just sit there and wait. So I just go ahead and say it. I just be like, fuck it. Come on, y'all. I got time today. I promise you. Disbearity ain't nobody worried about your ass.
All right, then, nigga. Fuck you, then.
No, they're serious, and that's the problem. They think because they got a whole male fan base, they think they untouchable. Nah, bitch, I got something I can show you real quick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you how much I care about that.
Yeah, it pissed me off because I thought it was like a whole bombardment of people no, it was her community, and then I can tell her, I was like, oh, wait a minute. When I went logged on Twitter, because I had to log on Twitter for some shiz for work, I realized, wait, no, this is her whole community. So it's just this bitch. And then when I got the DMs from the other people that were in support, she said, yeah, no, it was really her, the person who aimed at the comic, the two people, she was going at real in depth about it. So I was like, this shows me, like most of you guys say, people don't want to hear you out.
No,
Just like,
they don't.
no, they don't.
Because I'm telling you, and like I told you, I tell people all the time, you want to have you'll have a different perspective of me if you had to sit down with me. You don't want to have that. So I'm not trying to listen to any comment or anything negative you got to say about me till you generally have had to sit down with me and had a conversation with me. Otherwise, all that other shit is null and void to me. You can say whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
Dead serious. It takes 5 seconds to send a message out, bro.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I think we need to end the show.
Hey, Ataki, do the damn thing, man.
Well, with this that being said, we are ending this one. This is the season 3 premiere. I would like to say thank you very much, everyone, for coming to this and everything. So, pretty much previously we did kind of plan that we was gonna be like on this last Wednesday was gonna be the pre-3, but since some things happened and everything else, we decided to do it here. So next we're gonna see y'all in two more weeks. Pretty much it. But also, if you want to go ahead, we are on Spotify and YouTube as well. Pretty much it. So you could go ahead and listen to us as well and everything. All the episodes of season 1, season 2 is up and everything. From my understanding, if not, all my my fellow hosts, let me know, and I will go ahead and fix it. Also, couple of announcements from myself personally. I was thinking about doing a 420B tape. I did kind of announce it anyways, but I decided to change my mind and do a whole playlist of all the beats that is pretty much centered around it. Because when I was like going through my stuff and going through my whole discography from the past 5 years, I do have some stuff that's gonna fit it anyway. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it, let's go. But speaking of that, let's go. And also whatever. But also, please follow everyone here and everything. Pretty much it. If you don't mind, go ahead and do. Follow Disbearity. Disparity's on YouTube. I am on YouTube as well. It's Provo. AnasiDaGyuki is on Twitch. Darkrilla is on Twitch and YouTube and everything.
And Pornhub.
And that's Pornhub. Everyone in here is pretty much it.
I don't think Sonic believed me. That's the crazy. I don't think you believe me. I just see the look of you like, no, he's not.
Really?
Yeah.
No, actually, I really am. I keep it separate. We all do our separate things, Sonic.
Nice.
But other than that, I would like to say thank you once again. Thank you very much for the support. We'll be back in the next 2 weeks. So till then, y'all stay safe, be blessed, be safe, and always remember we are the podcast where we go all out on the topics of the internet and in life. Take care and see ya. Bye.
That was fun. Epic.